Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Boxingvoice.com.
You need that fear.
All I'm trying to do is make a stand for something that I truly believe is right. I truly believe is right. I don't want to be like you. Come on, man. I'm the face of boxing. I'm the cash cow. I hold the record for being with you.
My drop, I know my situation. I want to fight.
Production.
But it's gonna be very difficult for both of us.
Boxingvoice.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Thursday night preview and prediction episode of TBV Radio, hashtag TBV podcast, wherever hashtags are used. We are back to discuss this weekend's upcoming fights and give our previews and predictions, obviously, as well as touch on all news and notes. We got to touch on Dazon's U.S. debut. Jesse Vargas, Thomas DeLormo headlining in Chicago. We have our very own Daniel Alvarez live on the scene, bringing you play-by-plays and videos. Of course, we have to touch on the Wilder Fury, the tour, the press tour, the recap, 3 cities, a lot of taunting. Who's gotten under whose skin? What does this mean? Your thoughts on all cities. The WBC and their mandating of numerous big-time fights, things that will excite you. A little bit of ESPN Plus with Louis Neary, and a couple of other fights here and there in news and notes that we'll touch on. So we're going to get this thing started. Let me head on out to my co-hosts in the UK.
And the main thing we cannot forget is I am the unified heavyweight champion of the world.
Dylan White, Derek Chisora, Big Baby Miller, Joe Joyce, you can all have me, Dominic Brazil, whoever else is in America too. All of it.
Boxingvoice.com.
And welcome back, everybody. Another edition of the Boxing Voice. Yeah, we got the DAZN card. We got Frank Warren card, and you guys in America can see it on ESPN as well. Maybe touch on the Wilder Fury stuff, wrap that up. Eddie Hearn coming out telling us about the new offer for the Wilder fight. And Shelley, I don't want to meet before we get this fight out of the way with Fury, that kind of stuff. So we got Ron waiting over there. He's got all the the stats, the nerdy stuff. He's got all the cards brought up, all the records, the resumes, and what they weighed when they were born and shit like that. So let's go over to Ron.
Boxingvoice.com.
I've been doing this. I ain't been up and fell off. I've been through the Lennox Lewis era, the Nassim Hamed era, the Sugar Shane Moser era, the Oscar De La Hoya era, the Mark Anthony era. I've been through all the eras, and I still been
How much you talk? You do too much talk. The thing is this:
people want their subjective preferences to be the objective reality.
HBO needs to fire you. You don't know shit about boxing.
Boxingvoice.com.
What's going on? I've been a little MIA. I've been on the road for a little bit, helping some things out. But we definitely have a lot to talk about. I know a lot of people have been wanting to talk about the WBC, making all these mandated fights. Some are interesting, some are not. Some are the ones that we really want. But with that, we also got the World Boxing Super Series. We got some Asian fighting for once going on. We'll discuss a little bit about that as well. We got Mike showing up a little late, but never too late for him to get his little intro going on.
Well, okay, Mike's here. I didn't see him. My windows stay closed.
Him 50 million. Whether people thought it was real or not, motherfucker, we ain't playing. Who got time to play? I'm ready to whoop ass and get this money. You feel me?
Boxingvoice.com.
2 attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss. 2 to stand over.
Turn up.
Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million.
And I'm in.
Boxingvoice.com.
Yo. Y'all already know what it is. What's up, baby? We're back with another one. TBV in the house. Flagship Thursday. The Zone card, Chicago. We're gonna see how it plays out. We're gonna see how it plays out. Not a very lot of talk about it. Not a very lot of streams about it either. So, we also have the WBSS starting. We also have the Fury Wilder recap from the whole week, and we also have the WBC making a lot of mandatories, making a lot of big fights. So, I'm ready. Let's go. How y'all doing?
Yeah, strictly no fucking hip hop talk today.
I got you, Rob. My bad, man. I went down a fucking rabbit hole yesterday that led it into a fucking wormhole that led into a fucking black hole. I do apologize.
Shit, I was just in a fucking no clue what's going on hole.
Well, yeah, man. How y'all feel about the Wilder Fury whole press thing starting in London, New York, and LA big yesterday? I think to me, the most appeasing to the eyes was London, man. Like the way they started off with the big screens and just the how big the stage was. I mean, from Monday to Wednesday, it was like fucking night and day. You feel me? I'm just saying, my personal opinion.
Looked like the budget ran out.
Exactly.
Further down the line, and to think, it's LA is where the fight's at. You'd have thought there might have been a bit of a grand finale building up, but I don't know, man. It is what it is.
I mean, UK was a bit smoke and mirrors. All they had was TVs with imagery. So let's be honest, the New York presser was the best one. They went all out. It was on a ship. It had more people. UK didn't even show any people. It was just like a private BT set. So, like, if we're gonna be critical, LA and UK were not the best. They both. Obviously, I believe that the UK one was a lot better than LA because LA felt like an auditorium and like a fucking Apollo, like it was Apollo or something, or just like a traditional press conference to me. But just to sum it up, and I'll pass the ball. Like, doesn't really matter anymore, man. Press conference did what it had to do. It excited all the casuals, but at the end of the day, fighting is what gets the job done, not talking. We'll let him win the battle of the words and see how he's going to do when those punches start landing on his body.
Yeah, my whole thing, because I didn't really talk too much or even talk anything about the press conferences, is I think you guys were hitting on the nail on the couple episodes ago. It did kind of feel like it got drawn out a little bit. I do feel like New York was probably the best one. Maybe the UK warmed them up, and the LA was like freestyle to pushing. That's what it just kind of came down to. Like, all right, I don't really know what to do, so we're just gonna get into this big brawl, which was pretty much the highlight of that one. You didn't really get these memorable words. The big New York, the ludicrous, when I move, you move. I'm gonna knock you out. All the timbers, I think New York was probably the best one. And at the end, it's just like, all right, let's just get this camp going. Let's get the fights moving.
So, like, what are we judging it off on? Like, are we judging it off on like memorable moments or production or talking? I mean, what like, how do you decide on what's the best? Because in my opinion, visually, the first one was the best. And as far as the most entertainment was yesterday.
Mike, you're like a fucking cat then, because all the first one had was a little light show on a television screen. So you just get,
I mean, it was visually looking better than I mean, what's up for the ship? I mean, the ship had nice scenery, but I'm talking about like cause the
studio with 3 screens, bro.
It looked way fucking better than fucking LA. They had a fucking they had that shit you got behind you hanging up.
Better than LA, absolutely right. LA had a curtain over in an auditorium. We're together on that, but like, to be acting like this studio, I mean, look, it was dope because they had their own studio set. That's what I said initially when we reviewed the London one, but it doesn't I don't think it tops the ship. Like, you know what I mean? That's outdoor scenery. When's the last time we seen a boxing press conference on a fucking battleship? Like, you got to give it credit. It was original.
Yeah, I thought it was something new, something different. It was good. And yeah, BT, it had that, like you say, like that studio set, more lights, more sort of I don't know, like bells and whistles attached. I forgot what you called it, like jumbotrons or something like that, a bit different. But
he didn't say jumbotron, he said something else.
Jumbotron or something, I don't know. But
I made my own word up for it, but it was jumbotron I was going for.
think that was even in the comments. They said that's going to stay now. It wasn't a word, but now it is. Yeah, so it it had that sort of slightly more professional feel to it. But the Intrepid, that was new. That was cool. And it had like the drumming, the drumming band or whatever it was. Leading the fighters up the steps, and then it really cranked up a little. I think a little. Fury definitely got into his groove with the microphone, and then I think by the time we got to LA, they sort of had enough of each other in a way, and the material was running out, and it just was going to end up in one comment that maybe people are saying it's when Fury said "brush your teeth" that it kind of got a little bit, turned a little bit sour and turned into the pushing, and I don't know if Finkel made it out alive. If he's,
I mean, what are you to do though? Like, right? Like, I mean, if you look at Fury, he's obviously well versed on the mic. You know what I mean? He could defend himself, but then on top of being witty, and fast on the fucking mic, he's gonna lie. It's not fair. You know what I mean? You're playing dirty now. Because if you're Deontay Wilder, I'm not as witty as you. I can't come back with a snappy response as quick as you. So it's unfair to you to be fucking saying my breath stinks or any other lies.
Whoa.
I'm just keeping it real. I can see why he got mad. And like they said, he was glad. He said it. I'm glad it's the last stop. And I can see why he got mad because it's like you got to have a dude who you could beat. This motherfucker can't beat you. In your mind, you like, why are you talking all this shit? You're only making it worse for yourself.
Yeah, I look at these press conferences like talking shit, like I'm just on the block with my friend. We just going back at each other. If he said my breath stink, I know he lying, but at the same time, it's a gang of motherfuckers around me. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the only reason why it tipped over as it did. But shit talking is shit talking, bro. I mean, one thing said, another thing said, bro.
All right, but in our hoods, you talk that shit to the right person, you're gonna get your face smacked.
That's what I said yesterday.
And let's not forget, look, Conor McGregor said a shit ton of crap that no one believed, apart from what was it, like 4 million casuals that paid for the fucking pay-per-view. He said he was going to do this X, Y, and Z, and none of us here believed it. So,
but that's Floyd though. Like Floyd on another level to where the things you say to him don't fucking matter.
Yeah, but he's someone that can normally talk pretty well, and then he met his match and someone quick-witted, and I'm just saying.
I think, Rob, you're partially right. I think Floyd, like I always say, the blueprint is there. What did he do when McGregor tried this yelling and cursing and lies? He just ignored him. He just let him yell. He said one or two words. He knew he wasn't the one that, look at his word. Form Voltron. Like we laughed at that. You know what I'm saying? So what did he do? He stood as quiet as possible and he won the battle of words in other ways. And I think Wilder should have done that. But look, it's over. It's over. This is done. Again, Fury wins this. You can't. This doesn't give you the lineal championship. This doesn't give you the WBC, and it damn sure doesn't set you up for an Anthony Joshua fight. This is just all talk. And in the words of Rob, he sold 1 million tickets in 25 minutes. Well, perfect. That's 1 million tickets worth of money of people that are going to see him get his ass whooped. But they worded that pretty well. I watched an interview with the CEO of Matchroom and Matchroom Dazn or Matchroom USA. I want to think his name is Frank, but whoever used to get tea for Eddie is now the CEO.
Frank Smith.
So Frank was saying that it was cute that they're calling this the biggest heavyweight fight of the year, and yet they took 25 minutes to sell $1 million worth of tickets when in 25 minutes Joshua sells 4 times that amount.
Yeah.
So how is this the biggest heavyweight fight when Joshua just sold 80 with Povetkin in lesser amount of time? Thoughts?
Someone else go. I'm going to send you.
I mean, like, honestly, I was out here, like, you know what I'm saying, like trying to like find a fucking argument, you know what I'm saying, like trying to come up with a way and try to like make the money make sense. But shit, it just, the bottom line is that I just got more people over in England concerned about boxing than the US. Now, if Joshua came over here and did 4 million in 25 minutes, then we would have something to say. But I do believe that Wilder maybe can do 4 million in 25 minutes, but can we say he'll do 2 million in 25 minutes over in England if this fight was to be in England? Just saying.
I mean, I think it's just a lot just has to be the receptive of how like people are to boxing over there. Like you said, I mean, it just seems that at this point, you know, they've had a radical fan base where they always kind of came out regardless of whatever stratosphere. And this was definitely the big guy who won the gold Olympic medal. And he was coming off, you know, this great marketing. You know, Wilder, on the other hand, you know, is following the footsteps of pay-per-view numbers and the highlights of Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather, and they're spoiled pay-per-views and then the circuit shows and things like that. So the perception of boxing is definitely different, in my opinion, from how the UK or the US. And this is really the fight itself, that if he wins this fight, then you can start really comparing numbers. You know, this is Wilder's really first pay-per-view. And in this market, you know, like Mike was saying, it's a little different. And this is where it really matters for Wilder to start generating those comparable numbers. And then at that point, I think that you can really go, okay, this guy's clearly destroying Anthony Joshua. And that's why so much at stake. See how well he sells these pay-per-views, the winner in Tyson Fury.
Well, let's go to Eddie Hearn and his thoughts on the topic.
A guy who's falling over on camera, pretending to have a heart attack because they've sold $1 million worth of tickets in 25 minutes. Do you know something? If I sold $1 million worth of tickets in 25 minutes for a Joshua fight, you know what I'd do? I'd fall on the floor and have a heart attack in shock as well, because it would be a fucking disaster. 25 minutes. If we haven't sold $5 million worth of tickets in 10 minutes for a Joshua fight, it's a disaster. He sold over $10 million a fight at the gate for his last 4 fights. I mean, that shows you the level of these people, that they're actually putting it out there to the press, that they've sold $1 million worth of tickets. What's that? 6,000 tickets? Do me a favor.
I love the way he ended that. Do me a favor. Yo, I mean, listen, it's true, right? Like, what do you say now? Like, they threw out that number, and, you know, casual 2.0 Mike, he jumped all on it. Yo, you seen that? They sold $1 million. And I'm like, yo, somebody do some math. How much they
in America? Yeah, bro. He talking about.
Yeah, I didn't say nothing about UK.
Right.
Yesterday, I told Rob to do some math and see what Canelo sold, because I knew that million sounded fishy. Sure enough, it wasn't a big enough number. But I mean, Rob, I guess, you know, this is your little cousin here, Eddie Hearn. What was your thoughts?
I mean, I'll be honest. When I heard it, I thought, you know, Lance Pugmire like tweeted it, and I thought, oh, this must be. I hadn't really thought about it, and I was like, oh, it must be like a big deal then. Oh, fair enough. You know, this fight's done well, and I always give it. Do you remember I said Fury done his job? He sold them. He sold the tickets, and you were like, oh, you're going with the narrative that it's Fury's done the selling. But now Eddie's kind of, you know, and we all know I believe everything Eddie Hearn says. So you know, but now he's broke it down like that. It's like, well, damn, yeah. But I mean, this is still a big fight, you know. I mean, to say, you know, is Josh? It depends on what you want to say. Big fight. Is it like what money comes in through the gate, or is it how many people watch it, or is it the two people that are actually fighting? I mean, I don't know. It's difficult, but you know, you've got to look at what Eddie said there and make your own mind up as, you know, which is the bigger fight. Is Wilder and Fury gonna sell it out now? I mean, I don't know. That he mentioned that. No, I think it was Danny and us were talking earlier, and you know, are some of these big price tickets really going to go? Are we going to see some empty seats? And it'd be a real shame. I mean, I don't know.
Well, another thing,
really quick, just to put things into perspective, Ron. Frank said that the Chicago show for Dazn, which we'll be previewing and giving our predictions to a little later in the show, has only sold around 6,000 tickets. So Eddie says that this million translate into 6,000 tickets. So, I mean, just let that sink in. Vargas Delorme sold the same amount in a couple of months' time that Wilder Fury sold in 25 minutes.
Yeah, and another thing I want to say is, like, this is just a theory, but let's just say that, you know, the stadiums that they were filling out, Anthony Joshua, had the availability of people to actually purchase the seats quick enough at the time to make a conscious decision at that moment and go easy buy, boom. And they were able to get that purchase right away. Well, I had a lot of people go, yo, I can't get the tickets I wanted to get. Let me think about this. Let me pause a little bit. Let me retract. Let me see what's available, because my ideal tickets, I wasn't really trying to spend that much. And that availability of seating was very accessible over in the UK, where all those people were probably able to go, I want the nosebleeds. I don't care. I just want to be there for the environment, and I'll pay the cheapest. And that's probably what they were able to have, that quick selection at that time, while a lot of people were still contemplating, should I purchase these remaining tickets, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing, I don't know, but I'm guessing a lot of the 70, or like, if not all of the $75 tickets are gone, because, you know, affordable, and the $75 tickets in Staples Center, you're not so far away from the fight like you are at a Wembley Stadium that you're paying 40 pounds for. So I'm guessing those $75 tickets being affordable, you know, a lot more than like a $300 ticket, I'd imagine they've gone pretty quick. And then as each little section of seating is sold, those ticket prices go up, and suddenly you're like, oh, am I going to pay 300 and something? Am I going to pay 400?
I got another little thing I want you guys to kind of let marinate. Frank also said that it took 30 hours worth of sit down meetings. All right. So before we just skim over that, think about that. Think about a business opens from 9 to 5, 8 to 4, and that's an 8-hour day for a business. And it took 30 hours of sit down time. So I highly doubt any boxing team sat down for 6 or 5 straight hours. You know, we're talking about multiple 1-hour to 2-hour meetings to hammer out the negotiations for Joshua versus Parker. He said they had to sit there and go line by line reading it out, over 30 hours worth of meetings. So just let that sit in when we say and discuss and point fingers about failed negotiations. Because if that was Joshua Parker, who Parker got 33%,
yeah,
the negotiations weren't that bad. You know, I know Hutchins or Hitchison, whatever his name is, was a bit vocal in the media to get the fight, but not really about negotiations. Like, he said what he wanted. He said the split that he wanted in headlines, and then boom, the fight was done. So I'm just saying, it's funny to see now we got the CEO all of a sudden wanting a little bit of celebrity ever since his Kiki challenge on the yacht with Eddie. He's been more and more on videos giving out some information, dare I say, maybe contradicting some things that Eddie says. I don't know. But you do have to pay close attention to all the content that comes out in order to decipher some of these things. That's interesting to me, that negotiations, which we thought were smooth with Joshua and Parker, took so long, and he made note of it on an interview, you know, so.
Yeah, and they say it took over a certain amount of days, because 30 hours is, if you look at it, a normal business day is like 8 hours.
Exactly.
So can I finish?
Joshua and Parker sat down for what, 8 hours, 2 days straight?
No, what I'm saying is, if you take 8 times 4 is 32, and you cut that in half, that makes it 8 days. So that's 4 hours a day of meetings. That's all I'm saying.
Still a lot. Think about it. 4 hours a day, 8 meetings, which is one entire week. So that means Joseph Parker had to fly from New Zealand to the UK and stay a week. Eddie had to front him airplane.
I think Higgins came first to hammer everything out.
Either or, you're right. Joseph doesn't need to be there. They'll send him a contract. You're right. Higgins should be the one. It's still a week. I don't know. It doesn't.
It's multi-millions being talked about.
Typical to me, Mike. That's all. It doesn't sound typical to me. And if it were typical, I don't think that he would have made no. He chose to highlight it. I didn't go asking the question, how long did the negotiation take? He chose to say it.
I think what he was saying, he was trying to say that a negotiation was much easier than the one we would have with Wilder.
Negative. The interviewer was Kugan Cassius. He directly asked him, tell me, over all the years you've been working here, give me some of the toughest fights it was for you to make. Come on, bro. Tighten up.
Bro, Parker.
Let me Parker. Eddie got you in pocket. You and Rob, yo, y'all switching sides on me.
Bro, here we go with this shit.
I'm just saying, how the fuck you?
Dude, Higgins came out.
Asked them specifically that. Like, what the fuck?
You think so everything they say is now truthful?
What are you talking about? Kugan asked him what fights have been hard in your time working with Eddie to make, and he specifically went to that one. He could have went to Wilder fucking.
Dude, it was less than Higgins came out, talked shit. Then the following month, the fight got made.
Homie, he could have easily threw Wilder under the bus and said, yo, Wilder versus Joshua was the worst fight to make. That's why it didn't get made.
It never got made. You said to make. Made. That fight was made. Parker and Joshua was made.
Somebody find me a wall so I could bang my head into it. This guy right here. It's all good.
This one behind me is fake. Don't hit that one. No, I think that 30 hours was probably way, a lot more than like, I doubt it was 4 hours a day. It was like you say, like an hour here, an hour there. Maybe if Higgins was in town, it might have been
maybe 2 hours straight. Who the hell's sitting around for 4 fucking hours besides us weirdos?
So normally doing like a business. Ron, hey, let me ask Ron G, since Ron G is a person that does this a lot. When you have meetings, how long are your typical meetings go when you're hammering out big deals, Ron?
They can take a while.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
But Ron, it all depends on how premeditated it is. Though.
Ron, in your experience in your big meetings, have you had 8 consecutive 4-hour meetings?
Who said 8 consecutive?
You did.
I said 8 days. I didn't say consecutive at all. Don't put those words in my sentence. Thank you.
Now you're adding more flight money. So now Eddie's flying Higgins on multiple weeks.
That's what you said. 2 hours a day? How many fights is that?
Look, this is how my meetings usually go.
Thank
my
you.
Meetings,
that's what I'm telling you, because you're trying to say he's here for a week. He's either here.
What I'm saying is, it would make more sense if you condense them down like that. 8 hours is probably too much. 4 hours is like right around the right guideline.
Look,
2 hours.
Here's the thing.
Days,
here's the thing.
5 flights. Okay.
Meetings can take long, but you want to minimize the amount of meetings you have. So if I'm willing to take a long meeting, that's usually going to probably be the longest. And if the second longest comes, or if I do get a longer one, that is usually to finalize. So like I want to minimize as many meetings because it is a waste. So I want to try to hammer out as much as I can in the beginning.
Right now, when it got juicy, when Mike started getting proven right, God damn it!
Yeah,
sorry, Ron.
I don't know where you guys going, but that's how I do my meetings. I'm not trying to meet this dude 20 times, unless I have 20 different separate meetings.
That's all I was saying. Why the fuck would I meet you for fucking 2 hours or fucking 30 hours? So that's 15 days. That's fucking makes no fucking sense at all.
Just breathe, man. Jeez.
I'm sorry.
I was reading the chat.
I just hate when people say that I'm wrong and are not even like listening to like the fucking argument. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Just let me talk. Fucking remember, there was a point where it's got to be 40% or there is no fight, and then it was this is we're not going to move on that. We Joseph Parker and our team, we want 40%. So would that have been a meeting? And then it was like, look, you ain't getting 40%. Let's talk. Where can we meet? And it was like, we'll offer you 30. And it's like, no. And so there's maybe more meetings than you think. I just think, but to add it up into hours, it's 30 hours. So
thank you. Nah, Mike think they sat down and went 8-hour days. Like, fuck it, punch the clock.
Hey, go ahead and write your own narrative, baby. Go ahead.
I got
fuck my words. Put the 4 in a.
We just gonna
minus 4 plus 8.
Shit. Higgins, you can't do none of your other business work because we just gonna put you in a room for 8 hours straight with Eddie for 3 straight days on top of that.
Fuck. Higgins can't go 8 hours without, I don't know.
I don't even know who wants to be 8 hours with Higgins, period, bro. Imagine 2. You kidding me? Anyway, so next topic, right? We're gonna go right to the Dazn card. as you can see on our thumbnail, if you're watching this on YouTube, and hit that thumbs up button if you're joining us or have been here already. Helps with the visibility of the show. They're using a lot of Mexican versus Puerto Rico propaganda. Look, it's a good scrap for what it is. It isn't main event worthy. And I wish Jesse and Thomas Delorme the best. I think this is probably the biggest fight of the weekend, if I'm not mistaken, unless you're like into Soren Guy, Kit Kat, you know what I mean?
Rungvisai.
There you go. If you're into him, then he's out there on Facebook this week. What could you say? You got to report the bad. I was watching their live press conference, and man, it was only 127 people watching.
Oh, come on. It peaked at 130.
Bro, I watched it 8 hours ago. It had 400 views.
I didn't even watch it yet.
437.
Total?
Nigga, total, nigga. 3 numbers, nigga, for real.
What the fuck, yo?
I didn't watch it. I usually watch all that.
Listen, when I was watching it, and when I was watching it, I just said to myself, damn, bro, like they could have paid us to do a better job than this. Like
we need 134 views to catch up right now.
Yo, 127 was ridiculous. I felt bad.
If we can get
circled it was like 121 when I circled it and screenshot it, like in case Rob tried to act all Eddie Hearn and shit, I was gonna have to whip it out like yo. But at least he's admitting that it peaked at 130.
Yeah,
I cannot believe that shit though. That's a little weird. That's very, very low. Very, very low.
Maybe a better question is if they streamed it on Matchroom or not.
I don't know. I was on YouTube, their YouTube, so that's free. Yep. So that means if there was 121 watching it on YouTube, there was no one watching it on the app.
That's true.
Because YouTube is free, bro.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Check on Match. Yeah. So we've got combined. If there's 400 watched it on the Dazn YouTube, there was 642 on the Matchroom one.
Damn.
Oh wow! Even on Matchroom. So you know what? Do me a favor. Go to IFL and check out some of their Chicago content, and just see how IFL subscribers are digesting the Eddie Hearn Matchroom USA content over in the UK, being as though IFL is the biggest YouTube channel out there.
Now, can we take into consideration that when the press conference started, it was like towards the nighttime over in the UK, so maybe they won't see it until tomorrow?
Yeah, but this is the thing, bro. You're looking at just numbers, or you're trying to split it into UK. It's Matchroom USA. So what are you doing waiting for the UK to wake up when you're supposed to be making a splash in the US? And not only that, you got guys like Rob running around here saying they're going to take over, like the fucking Teofimo Lopez. So they're taking over America and they got $1 billion and I got the bag and I know how to promote and I'm going to show America. So, you got to take the good with the bad. Now it's criticized time. When your stream goes live, you're doing 121 and we're doing more than that right now. And there wasn't any fancy camera setup. They have amazing stream setup. I mean, it was nice in there. Shout out to Jessica. What's that girl? Yo, I know Daniel knows her name. Look, this is going to totally sound disrespectful, but it's not my fault. Didn't I already tell DAZN to get their camera reviews right? And the last time I said it, I said they were giving us cross shots of a man, right? So it's not my fault. They used the same camera reviews.
Straight ass shot.
Great ass shot of Jessica.
What? Straight ass shot. The whole time she at the podium, nigga.
The whole time she got the podium. I'm like, yo, are they really trying to show us her panties or what? Like, that's fucked up. I'm just saying. But you see, I want them when it was a man. So I guess they like, fuck it, we need to do views, and they put her ass out there. Rob, what's up with that, bro?
I don't know, but
why they being sexist?
I'll tell you the
perfect.
Maybe they, a little bit of something for everybody.
Poor Rob is over here stuttering. He back, but he needs some Eddie help.
I was in between two things. I was trying to answer your question, but I was trying to answer your previous question about IFL.
Hold on, Rob. I'm sorry to cut you off, but Bayside, you better stop disrespecting talking about TBV views equals DAZN views. No, the fuck they don't. We doing double they views right now. You better stop it.
But yeah, IFL's content on the Chicago stuff, aside from the Eddie Hearn, which has done 64,000 already.
Yeah. Eddie's gonna do numbers though. Stop trying to be slick, Rob.
Said aside from that.
Yeah, but you wanted to mention those numbers though.
Yeah, he does better numbers than Wilder. Okay. We've got some stuff with there's another video that's done 1,000, and that's Eddie with Solomon, the heavyweight. And that's got I fight like Anthony Joshua. No, I fight like Nkosi Solomon or whatever his name is. That's the headline on that one. And then the others are just sort of 500, 300, 200.
Damn, imagine. And look, I was gonna fucking go if IFL is doing, but again, we probably would have done better because IFL is based in the UK. They have a UK subscriber base, and guys like Rob aren't really sitting there pressing play on fucking Daniel Roman, Jesse Vargas, Thomas Delorme. Like you heard him say, he's more interested in Eddie Hearns and his 66,000 and what he has to say about Wilder, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All this does, it's a sum up. DAZN needs to do a little bit better promoting. They're doing well, though. I think it's just a matter of time. So maybe I should rephrase that. I don't think they need to do a better job promoting. I think we need to give them time. I think they use very expensive equipment to do their live streams. I've been there live for some of their press conferences. I've watched their press conferences from home remotely, and no lagging. Like DAZN's actual app, their YouTube streaming is a lot better than their fucking app streaming. And it's a big deal, right? He did it in the fucking Tao restaurant. I regret that I didn't buy that $140 ticket and been part of that. Like, I was in Tao in Vegas, and I've been in Tao in New York, and it's like, fuck. I could have been in Tao in Chicago with Eddie, and they're even having an after party after the fight. I could have been partying with Eddie, me and Eddie and shit. Maybe he gives me a pair of those Louis Vuittons he be rocking and shit.
Yeah, Big Baby, when he took to the stand, said something like, yeah, all that fucking nice looking food that, you got about 10, 15 fighters up here or something that's fucking desperately waiting to eat some food, and you got this nice house food out there. And then he was with Akram Barak. Did you see the DAZN calzone?
Listen, I did, but this is exactly why I'm regretting that I didn't go, because I'm thinking to myself, how good was this spread? How tasty was this food, Mike? When Vargas goes up there in the first 20 minutes of his long ass podium speech is about the food that he couldn't eat because he's cutting weight, but he's looking at the food that everyone else is eating, and he's hating that he can't eat it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, fuck, what the hell did
what is it called again? What's that place called?
Tao Restaurant. It got famous because the girl with the big butt used to go there a lot.
Okay.
Kanye's girl, Kim.
Amber Rose. Kim.
The other one. Yeah, that one.
Real quick, before we get off the zone card, I do want to make note that in my personal opinion, this is not facts, but forgive me for the Okoli debacle, but the Callum Johnson and Artur Beterbiev fight, in my opinion, will be a good fight, and is well worth the watch. And also, Big Baby's back.
Old looking ass out of Callum Johnson looked like he robbed, reincarnated. Get out of here.
He's like 30 or some shit. He better.
Anytime you win the biggest fight of your life, and you talking about, yeah, this is one of the best camps I've had. It's like,
He wishes
Right there, something's wrong, because elite level camps, they always great camps. You ain't got to be excited that this was a good camp.
This is first time on like elite level though.
So what did I say that was wrong, Mike?
I didn't say you said anything was wrong, but you should know him before you even see him fight.
All right, so you pick him and I'll pick Beterbiev.
Bet, that's cool with me.
So you're picking Callum Johnson over here.
Goddamn right.
Cool.
Just to remind people,
I seen Beterbiev jaw.
He's beating Sergey Kovalev.
No, everybody has gone down, bro. Everybody going down. You can't. All right, do you?
Yep, I'm gonna do me Callum Johnson for the win. Baby for the win. Vargas for the win.
So bad.
Hold on. Let's go over the card first before you just start going after Callum Johnson.
I always talking shit, man. Got me over here, motherfucking feeling some kind of way. Goddamn it. No,
You
I'm playing.
you trying to get that UK love. First you start.
No, man. No, I've seen the guy fight, bro. I've
He's
seen
talking
the
about
guy
because he
fight a guy
pulling
that
out.
that I rated. Frank Buglioni. I didn't
I
think he
knew
was
it.
that
I knew
great,
he
but
was.
I thought he was pretty good. And Callum Johnson went out there and beat his ass the first round. Easy.
Listen to what I
That's
tell
all
you.
I'm saying.
You know what I tell you. Remember that Fury card in Belfast? Remember the dude Carl Frampton beat on?
Yeah.
All right. Doesn't he look just like Callum Johnson? Just a bigger version, a littler version, I mean.
Oh man.
Oh, he gonna get his ass whooped by Carl Frampton, whoop that boy too. I'm telling you, listen, this dude is put here to lose. Like it's a given. Like Eddie needs Beterbiev, but all right, sell it to him, Mike. Like you've been selling everything else.
Look, the boy.
Bayside boxing. I said I rated him on a domestic level, not on a fucking world level. I know Frank Buglioni is not stepping up to world level. He had a fight that was offered from Andre Ward that he turned down.
But you just picked them based off of domestic.
I didn't pick Frank Buglioni. You're not listening, bro. You get everybody mixed up. I picked Callum Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was telling Bayside Boxing about Frank Buglioni. So something totally different.
I got Beterbiev winning that shit.
Better beast of the division.
Maybe Beterbiev. I don't know how to properly say it, so my bad. But I got him winning that shit.
I thought it was Beterbiev.
Beterbiev's gonna win that shit.
I don't know. He never corrected me, but then again, why would he? Right? His English is worse than my.
Callum Johnson is a plus 500.
Look at that. Put some money on it, Mike. Don't just fuck.
Damn right. Hey, I might as well. Goddamn it.
That's right. You love losing money too.
Oh, they're saying plus 700.
Tell people how many bets you made the last 3 fights.
That ain't even important right now. Why you bringing up my personal business, man? Come on, man.
It ain't personal.
No. I'm fucking around. I lost to hold on. I'm gonna tell everybody.
Okay.
I lost on David Price.
Well, he put money on David Price, y'all.
Yeah. I mean that it was just nice odds.
No,
I lost to
I'm gonna give it to you extra hard too. There's a specific woman that listens to the show. She's like, "Oh, I love it when Mike be going in on you." I'm like, Mike, I'm taking it easy. Believe me.
Let's go then. I lost to what's the guy's name that fought in the main event? Upper Veckin. I put like $10 on him for like a first 4 rounds. Yeah. Just first 4 rounds.
Yo, Rob,
$10 first 4 rounds. The payout was like $75.
Somebody get wishing on a star.
It was nice odds. I took it, and I picked Ryan. What's the guy's name? Rob Ryan. What?
You picked Burnett against Luke Campbell.
I mean Luke Campbell. Yeah. Luke Campbell
against Luke Campbell.
Yep. All 3 of them lost. So there we go.
Wait.
No shame in my game, homie.
Wait. He picked
no shame in my game.
Who Campbell was fighting?
What's the guy's name that he lost to the first time?
It was like Yendi, right?
Yeah. Gundy.
Oh, Mendy.
Mendy. I don't know where
I said Gundy. Yeah, Mendy.
Yeah, Mike.
So
I would have picked Campbell over Mendy too, but I get how you did it because obviously he got the first one. So I hear you.
Mike, you need to let me take control of your money.
I was trying to tell him not to pick against Luke Campbell.
Bro, y'all like nigga. The total that I lost was $40, $20 on the main event.
It don't matter. You could have been going to watch motherfucking Venom tonight with that 40, but instead the bookies got.
Hey, I might be going anyway. Goddamn it, you know.
That's half of a Wilder
ticket. I'm fucking with you.
Mike was trying to put that $40 into $3 million. Jesus Christ!
If he won, though, I wouldn't be mad.
Whoa, Mr. Boxing. You said it's what time?
Showtime.
Okay. Never mind. Go ahead.
But Mike, if Callum Johnson's going to win this, how is he going to do it?
Knockout.
Right, plus 7.
Oh.
You better put that money down. Is all I'm saying.
That's nice right there. Plus 700. Rob, who you got? You do you think your boy can pull it off?
Look, he can crack, but I can't pick against Beterbiev, to be honest.
Okay. Guy with 11 fights.
Was that Did
I guess all 3 of y'all would be having the same kind of crow Sunday.
Wow. I hope I do.
Rob, I like you, Rob. At least you fucking real. At least you know what I'm saying. You talk shit, but you keep it motherfucking 100. That guy Ness over there, I don't know about him.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just don't be pushing on a star like you. You're a little out of control. Like you like the. I mean, look, we all got a dream. But I like to do mines in my sleep, unlike you.
Nah, I don't think I'd be dreaming. I think I just should take a little bit. This don't hurt me at the time. You know what I'm saying? So hey.
On with the card, Ron. What we got next?
McDonald.
Yeah, we ain't even get through it. We talked about Vargas. Nobody made no picks. Do we not care that much?
That's what. No, we went to Arthur Beterbiev. Let's go to Jesse.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I didn't even watch Vargas part of the press conference.
Calm down. I said, what is next on that card, Ron? Ron was going to run down the card, the design.
So next
card.
Next
Rob from Boston now.
Right,
big card.
Big baby. So Dadamakis. And I hear he came in heavy.
Is that on the prelims?
Oh shit. I don't know. I thought it was co-main.
I thought someone said he was like maybe opening the card.
Who?
You know what? You're right. You're right. I think he is opening the card because Beterbiev's the co-main with the belt on the line, and then Jesse with the silver, which they believe is going to be mandated. But that officially won't happen until next year when
I thought
WBC doesn't mandate anything until the convention anyway. Like
I thought Roman was the
Eddie and pretty deep, you know.
They mandate who they mandated out of retirement. Fuck me.
I mean, they mandated Porter Danny Garcia, and we got that. So you know.
Yeah, but it's mandatory that you come out of retirement, Thurman.
Well, I mean, you know, it sounds good what you're saying in the internet, but you know, it's because you're technically changing things up. Thurman never announced retirement.
He did?
Oh, he announced retirement?
Where he been?
Where he been? He's been injured.
Oh, Crawford been active.
No, you know what it is? Crawford.
All right, hold on. Let's go back.
Crawford,
baby Miller.
he retired so they could keep fighting Benavidez of the world.
Oh, they've gone down that rabbit hole.
By the way, I do have a Crawford conference call coming soon to the channel, so be on the lookout for that tomorrow.
Oh, you're talking to Crawford?
Your questions once he heard he was from the boxing.
Man, they even asked me, bro. I got to ask 2 fucking questions, bro. I'm so fucking mad. Fucking Dan Rayfield got fucking 8-9 fucking questions.
I mean, you ain't Dan's. You ain't on.
I'm better than Dan.
Mike got to ask 2 questions.
Work, bro. You got to put in that.
I know.
Mike got to ask 2 questions because the first one, Crawford started talking and that was it. Snooze fest.
Word.
Oh, I heard Bomac was talking a lot.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
That'd be more interesting.
He didn't deny it, right? So I guess Bomac was talking.
Nobody had the balls enough to fucking ask him about Spence, and that was my very next question. First question was like, "How's camp?"
Why you ain't making your first question?
You don't come full throttle with your first question. You gotta at least gotta be a third question.
Rodeo. This ain't your first rodeo. You know.
No, but you don't come full throttle at a person that got bad.
A gunfight with 1 bullet, and you try next time.
I thought I was gonna at least get 3 questions. I got AJ with 5, so shit. I'm thinking Crawford. I'm at least get 3.
Yeah, you don't go hard on your little toy boy.
Yeah, I got me fucked up, bro. Yeah, got me fucked up, man.
That's all.
Hey, can we get back to the card?
Hold on, no, you brought this up. I was trying to get back to the card. You asked us specifically, do you have any questions for Crawford? And we all said easy. Spence.
Bruh, you thought.
What was your first 2 questions, Mike?
It's right here in my paper, man. Damn.
What was your first 2 questions, Mike?
First, hey champ, how's camp going? First question, easy question.
The typical.
Okay, can I get to it?
Rookie question.
Second question.
Camp. What do you think Camp going for an elite level fucking fighter that makes $3 million?
Bro, I'm breaking the ice. It's called breaking the ice.
How you breaking the ice when there's a dozen people before you that broke that ice? They
didn't, bro. None of them people asked him how his fucking day was going. Nobody did.
Oh, so you want to be the nice one?
You got to ingratiate yourself with people so you can open them up.
Question.
So you can open them up, bro. I took fucking journalism in high school and college too.
The people want the Spence question. They don't want.
Bro, that was the 3rd question on the list. The next question: is the WBC belt something that you're willing to pursue? Next question: Earl Spence had some choice words for you, talking about your resume and you not being proven at 147. Do you care to respond?
Did he actually ask?
The first 2.
Which were hello.
Then she cut me off.
Wait, so the first 2 was hello, champ, and I love you?
No. Hey man, he's playing this shit, bro. Hey, can we get back to the card, man? Come on, man, let's go.
Hey, for real though, you got to press that Spence question right away because you never know what you get on this conference call. You might have probably
I'm learning, run. I'm learning. I'm learning, big dog. I'm learning.
Yo, Mike, I'm fucking with you, man.
Bro, I ain't taking the person, man. I ain't taking the person at all. Y'all cool.
I know how it goes. I know where it goes. It's like, and we have Mike Gross from the Boxing Voice.
No, and that's the thing. They didn't even ask like where you were from. They was like, "Hey, Mike Gross,
Terrence, how's your day going, Terrence?"
Man, we got Rob. Okay.
Oh, I got another.
Can't wait to see you interview AJ. It's gonna be awesome.
I know. I want to see that. Rob and AJ.
Oh, AJ, could you put your nuts right here, please? Just put your nuts right there on top of my head. Thank you so much. No. Don't leave, AJ. Don't leave.
I'll have to break the ice first, Mike, with something like, "How's your day, AJ?"
Oh, you gotta break the ice. You gotta break the ice with the rookie question.
Yeah.
Can we get back to the card, man? We got the zone card. Crawford next week. We got plenty of time for Crawford next week.
Well, let's go back to Big Baby Miller because that's where we were at. Big Baby Miller allegedly might open up the card, which is terrible for him.
Definitely opening up the card.
Oh man.
Are we talking about the whole card or like the main part of the card?
He's the first part. It's a triple header. He's the first part.
So we want. I thought the zone said that they pride themselves in showing the whole card, all the undercards, all everything.
Get all the debutants, all the
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
okay. I was confused. I thought you guys just said he was opening up the card, like card.
No,
so
I often say like the first fight because it's some rookies on that motherfucking card. That's disrespectful.
No, talking about that, there's still no opponents for those rookies.
Yeah. Really?
On BoxRec they have it. The debuts like Nikita and all them, Solomon.
So those guys don't even deserve to get to the press conference. Like when are they arriving to the fight tomorrow?
They driving right now. Driving cab that is.
No, it's their debuts, man.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all like I'm wrong. It's their first fight.
This is the Zone's US debut. The opponent should at least be there for the DAZN debutee, like the star. Like they want us to believe that Nikoshi is somebody. Like, can we get a fucking traditional face-off for his first fight? Like the boy's gonna have his first fight and not have a face-off? That's crazy.
Yeah, they will be at a weigh-in, right?
I don't know, Rob. They're not here yet.
Yeah, they'll be there Friday.
Oh yeah, the weigh-in tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, Rob just got the message from Eddie. They'll be there Friday.
Oh yeah, he just forwarded.
They'll be there 24 hours before the fight to make sure they lose.
First, I text Eddie and said, "How's your day going, Eddie?" And then the next one, I hit him with the fucking real big question. You know,
you should have asked.
Oh my god,
him going.
Someone said Uber driver's going to drop them off to the event and then fight them.
Oh dear, you guys.
Hey, the zone, man. We love y'all though, man. Don't get it twisted, bro. Keep doing what y'all doing.
Needs help. Listen, they're doing a fantastic job. I see how they're like very quick on social media. They put out a lot of nice little clips, you know. Like
Tyson Fury clip.
Yeah, they had that Tyson Fury clip. Like, oh, he says he doesn't know us, but he knows how to pronounce us. You know, they put out little Akin Barak clips, nice little things. Idris, the actor, whatever, Idris Elba.
Yeah.
But
boy, Idris was like, nah, nigga, I don't act.
They're
I get paid to act.
Social media clips. They're good at social media clips, but they're not getting any attention on their fights, fighters, interviews, press conferences. Go ahead, Rob. What's wrong?
I was saying they've done the nice little promos for the debut.
They have 48 views. Go to their YouTube channel. It's 48 views for those promos.
Go on their social media.
But I just said, see, Rob, you're so defensive. You didn't hear when I said they do a good job on social media. But they don't do any numbers for their interviews, their fighters, you know, their press conferences. That's what I said.
Media is also doing a good job with their fighters. So I don't know what you mean by the YouTube is doing whack, but the social media is also using the same promo. They've just put it onto YouTube channel.
Again, I don't know how we're not saying the same thing, yet we're arguing. I said they're doing good on social media.
Yeah, and you said, but they're doing nothing for their fighters, promoting their fighters.
In terms of interviews, press conferences, and views, if you look at their YouTube channel.
Yeah, but that's the only place you can see something. They're doing it all over their channel. The fighters are using it themselves.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and fucking pick the sword here. Pick that little scab. Why do you get so upset when we talk about the zone, bro?
I just wanted to.
Are you like AJ? Because now we hear AJ is part owner of the app. Is that why he didn't want to fight Deontay and he couldn't sign the contract? Do you got part ownership of the app? Every time we get mad, you get mad every time we talk about it. What's going on?
A small little, share. Okay. No. I just want it to do well. I just don't like any negative press.
I see AJ wanted it to do well. That's why he signed, to fight there and not be able to fight Deontay.
One fight deal. Remember, it's a one fight deal.
One fight that caused the fight not to happen.
Oh, look, when your boy fucking Shelley Winkle wants to make a meeting and discuss.
We'll get to that, man. We'll get to that.
No, I can't be asked. No, I just want it to do well, and I just want so-called boxing fans to fucking enjoy some boxing.
Oh, hey, that was a little dig right there, man. I think that was a little dig from our other group chat.
Get the chat up, get everyone. Oh, this is
I don't like that.
Shit, fuck, shit. It's all shit. No, this ain't the card. It's their first card. It's got 3 world title fights on it. It's got big.
Yo, Eddie knows how to sell water to a well. 3 world title fights, a wood belt.
A wood belt. What's the wood
Why
belt?
you call it fucking belt?
He's talking about the Jesse Vargas and Delorme, right? They've been announced that they should be in line for WBC silver
title fight. Rob says anything Eddie says. Hilarious.
Don't tell me they classified that diamond as a world title.
No, it's a silver belt. Okay. Silver belt. Legitimately a silver
title.
Legitimately a silver belt, but it's a world title, but it's the same world title that Dillian White has, but no one thinks he's a world champion, yet it's a world title.
Danny Newman is one of the world title fights with Gavin McDonald.
Yeah.
Beterbiev and Callum Johnson is a proper world title, and the McCaskill and whoever, that's for a world title.
The girl fight, yeah.
Jesse Vargas is for the silver belt, which if you're calling that a world title, Eddie's got it wrong, and there's 4 world title fights on this shit card.
Yeah, I often say I didn't think there was a world title belt.
Boom, 4 world titles.
This guy right here.
Yeah, where'd you get that on any US card, eh? Yeah.
You know what happened? If they would have listened to our last show when we told them that their camera angles were wrong, I would have seen the title between the 2 females instead of just the 2 ass cheeks that I was watching. It's not my fault. They need to start paying attention.
Oh my God, we are 2018, man. Come on, man.
So we skipped to. So are we picking Big Baby and Jesse Vargas to win, or are we going with Delorme? And
all right,
we're going all A sides, right? Except for Mike, which is going the B side with Callum.
That's it. The only one. Everybody else favorite. I'm going with the favorite, but upset for Callum Johnson.
And what about the debuts? Weren't you in like camp with some of the prospects, Nuss? Anything you want to kind of speak? Anything you liked or anything?
I mean, I'm hoping, like Mike says, that they're going to show the entire card top to bottom, and I hope that as many people as possible watch Nkosi Solomon, the DAZN heavyweight, Rashad Monty, the DAZN welterweight, and obviously their middleweight, Nikita Abalali. We're going to have to find out how to pronounce that right, but we'll just call him White Chocolate as he gets more and more popular. That's his nickname anyway. And he's really the goods. I'm quite sure he will do well at least till 15-0, right? Like he'll take us that far, looking good doing it. I've seen him spar Daniel Jacobs, bro, when he was like 17. So like, and he's been doing that with that type of level of fighter. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see them, do their thing and hopefully get some popularity. I mean, the problem is the rumor is what 6,000 people on DAZN. Now we see that the press conference only had 121 people watching it. The post press conference video is only at 400 people. Like, it fucking sucks for me, right? Because I'm investing dollars going to Brooklyn, staying in traffic, going in. Yo, listen, I was asked like, oh, how do you like the gyms? And I'm like, oh yeah, I love being in the gym, right? But it's that I'm such a hustler. Like, I actually don't love it. Like, after thinking about it more, it fucking stinks. They never have AC. Some motherfuckers got the heat on because they want to cut weight. And when you go see Big Baby, bro, it's like he's like fucking being. They might as well get him a water hose, all right? The amount of water that he puts on his body in between the rounds is ridiculous. And there is no exaggeration in what I'm saying. I know that I'm known as an exaggerator. Not when it comes to this. It is, I've never seen anything like it. And that's just that, let alone, fuck, man. Gyms are like filthy, bro. Filthy, like, fuck. And I got to go there. So, hell yeah, I want all these motherfucking kids to be seen. I hope there's a million more Robs out there that want to see them because I love this sport. I love my job. Brooklyn, while it's a motherfucking a bitch to get to, it's only 12 miles away. You know, if I pay the expensive bridge, which is the Verrazano, I'm in Brooklyn in 12 miles. So these kids just got to be worth it. And, you know, we could be, you know, gym rats in their gym, just hanging out there and watching them grow. Because in that particular gym, there's just an extreme amount of talent. I mean, with Chris Colbert alone, he's going to be something for sure. I'm afraid to say certain people I want to compare him to because it's so early. But I'm excited to see what he turns out to be. Obviously, White Chocolate in there, Big Baby's in there, Nikosha Solomon's in there. Now, Rashad Monty's in there, Richardson Hitchens in there. I mean, just numerous dudes in there, bro. And it's only getting better. They still got a couple of more amateurs that in the next 2 to 3 years will be turning and are going to be big. Shushu is an amateur that will be turning soon, is going to be huge. But he's going to go to Rio or wherever the next Olympics is. Yeah, so... You know, hopefully, hopefully the 400 people that watch the press conference watch these poor kids fight on Saturday.
For me, I'm more excited about seeing those rather than maybe the Big Baby fight. I always like that on the Matchroom cards, but sometimes maybe the co-main and that maybe it hasn't got me as excited. Whereas, you know, Anthony Fowler, Conor Benn, people like that, I like to, I've seen them from their debuts up to like 9-0, 8-0, 11-0 or whatever, and it's good to be part of the journey. So I'm looking forward to seeing these young kids.
I agree with you 100%. That's something that, you know, I know PBC is kind of like in and out and not really there. But when it first came out and we had Toe to Toe Tuesdays and we had this excess of PBC fights, I was really excited about that. I got to watch careers of like Jamal James, you know, just a lot of these prospects that are out here now. You know, we got to see them, like Caleb Truax. We got to see a lot on TV, and he got to get big opportunities. So I'm excited, especially since Caleb Plant, another guy. Oh, Caleb Plant, you brought him up. We're probably not going to get another opportunity to bring this up, but since he brought him up, quick segue. Benavidez, I have to remind everyone he is champion in recess. He's been stripped as of yesterday at the WBC convention. He's they're not using the word strip, but they stripped him essentially, and they're sending him to rehab to get his habit under control. But I don't know that he has it under control.
Not judging by his Instagram post.
Right? I know, and I'm being a bit mean, right? Because
yeah. Hold on, but I do have to commend the WBC for taking this kind of step and showing that they actually, some way, shape, or form, care about their champion. So, champion needs help, then you go get the proper help for him. Now, with the whole post, it could be frustration, not something else. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. Like I was gonna take a little whack ass route and say, you know, maybe he was already partying and had this rant. I mean, look, it's probably, I don't even know what Caleb Plant said to him, but I could only imagine Caleb is talking about his newfound hobby we didn't know about. And maybe, you know, Benavidez is not happy. I don't know, you know, I wouldn't be happy, you know, so whatever. But anyone want to read those messages or do we just leave it at that? It was
while you're pulling up, I'm just going to finish up the card because I know some people just wanted to talk. Just the reminder, there is going to be Daniel Roman, who fought on the Errol Spence card against Flores. Wasn't a great fight, in my opinion. He's fighting Gavin McDonnell, who's the brother of Jamie McDonnell, who lost to Inoue. That's for the WBA Super Bantamweight title. And then there's also going to be Anthony Sims Jr., which is pretty much a pretty good guy. We had a great amateur background, as well as Sean Simpson.
No, dude suspect. Dude suspect. He got on the fucking podium and started doing the Beyonce dance. I'm just saying, what the fuck is going on? Thought I wasn't going to see that? Which I thought I ain't see that shit? What he doing up there shaking his ass like that, bro? I swear I need 50.
Well, hold on. We see Deontay dance. I mean, maybe it's
there you go. You want an opportunity.
I'm an equal opportunity ass nigga, bro. If it's good for the goddamn gander, it's good for the motherfucking goose. Let that young man go.
Robin,
Let that young man go live his motherfucking life how you want to live it. Shit. I seen a motherfucking gay boxer that was in like a barbershop and somebody had said something to him. He fucked that dude up. Huh?
Orlando Cruz?
He fucked, yeah, whoever he fucked that boy up.
Do you want me to read these Beterbiev stuff?
You got it?
Yeah. He said
Mexican accent? He's a Mexican American from Arizona, so try your best.
You sure he's not Shelly Finkel?
So you want to do a Shelly accent on these?
Let me just read it. Caleb Plant is the big Caleb Plant is the biggest pussy in the super middleweight division. All you know how to do is run your mouth. Go tell your fans how you faked a hand injury because you scared of Jose Uzcategui. Then he said, at Caleb Plant, you're 27 years old and you ain't done shit in this sport till this day. You mad because you're still getting paid 20 grand per fight, laughing my fucking ass off. And then Caleb Plant, your girlfriend's still probably paying all your bills because you broke as fuck pussy. I made more money. I made more money in my first fight than you will ever make in your whole career. There's levels to this. Remember that, chump. And then three crying emoji faces.
Yo, that was a little violent. Like
when he brought his girl into it.
It came out his neck. Like, yo, for real. Now let me tell you where it got real serious for me. Soon as he said, my girl paying my bills.
That's it right there.
Fucked up right there, my nigga.
That's it right there, nigga.
You done fucked up right there and crossed the line.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
You done did some shit you can't do. I'm pacing in my house right now. Like,
Al, I want him Al. Fuck Jose. I want goddamn me. I don't fuck a belt. I want him now.
Yo, not only that, but he dropped the seed of doubt. The seed of doubt is just, dog, it's a seed. Seeds sprout, they grow roots, and you cannot stop that plantation, bro. And I think that now people are gonna run with this.
I ain't gonna do it. I always thought about it. I ain't gonna do it.
I always thought about it. I said, yo,
I ain't gonna do
how the fuck is his hand get hurt that quick? It bothers me now. Now it's on my head. Like, was he faking? Is that David Benavidez telling the truth?
Damn, I want to do it, but I ain't gonna do it, man. Fucking
what?
I ain't gonna do it, man.
There was another fighter that co-signed that he was in therapy with them.
Who's that? Remember. I mean, listen, we got interviews with him where he's got a cast on it. So is Benavidez reaching? Is he salty because he got his belt snatched?
I thought he'd done Caleb done like an IG video.
I'm gonna have to check the Caleb's IG, like see what's going on. Maybe he started this.
Didn't he do a video of like fucking taking the pins out of his hand or something? So I think
that shit look gruesome.
Yeah.
Oh, so that makes absolutely no sense to say that then.
Well, cokeheads say silly things.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What, can't I say that?
Okay, I'm reloaded. You motherfuckers think you big time?
Bro, I done got so many goddamn DMs about hip hop and shit, bro.
I don't want to hear it.
I know, I ain't gonna go into it. I'm just saying.
I heard it for 45 minutes last night.
But yeah, off Caleb Plant and back
talk about
to
the
the
WBC mandates. These mandates,
yeah.
These fights that we dream of, are they gonna happen? Are they not? You know,
what's your favorite one?
The Triple G and Charlo. What do you think? I want to see that.
My bad, Ron. Damn, I thought you could.
I think everyone wants to see it. You know, what I did was out of frustration because I think that a lot of people hate seeing a prominent fighter who's allegedly in their prime and is ready and is calling for those fights, and allegedly is the people's choice to fight these guys. And if it don't happen, then who do you want to see Charlo fight then if he doesn't get any of the title fights? I think this is a good opportunity for him to show that he's deserving. And I think a lot of us wanted to see Charlo fight Triple G if the Canelo Triple G rematch didn't happen. You know, I think that's probably the most exciting eye-grabbing WBC mandate.
That might be the most eye-grabbing, but the most intriguing to me on that list was Jorge Linares versus Adrian Broner. I know people like Mike, you're fucking tripping, but just the fact that Jorge's moving up and Adrian Broner, fucking 144-pound champ or whatever the fuck he is.
Jorge's gonna come.
I'm not excited for that because Jorge throws
see it,
hands
though.
and
I wanna
Broner
see
doesn't
it.
throw hands. So what are you gonna see?
I want to see if Jorge can outbox Broner, or if Broner's been down in the camp down in Florida is the second fight with the new trainer. Is that going to be better than the first one? We'll see.
It looked interesting on paper, but when you really break down and get closer to the fight, I think a Charlo Triple G versus Adrian Broner, Jorge Linares, which we know that Jorge Linares came off a great performance with Lomachenko. Some people said it exposed Lomachenko. At this point, Jorge's still in conversations for good fights. Adrian Broner's already had these opportunities, and and he kind of at that point is becoming somewhat of a gatekeeper, I would say. I know that kind of sounds harsh due to the fact his performance with Jesse Vargas, but he's not fighting at the adamant weight classes. If he does fight Jorge, it would be at 140. It wouldn't be at 144. And at that point, I think the Charlo
happening, man. Why y'all even thinking about that fight?
That's what I'm saying. Like the thing is, like these aren't real actual fights going to be made. They're saying they're mandated if you're interested, and if you're not interested, like Triple G may not be interested against Charlo.
Right about that. It's all about the interest of the fighter, and the politics that be. I mean, I'm waiting for the announcement. Where's Canelo and Golden Boy going so we could get some of these dice rolling, get some of these chips, find out where they're gonna fall. Because until then, it's really ridiculous to think about Broner Linares as a legitimate possibility.
Broner done a post and he's saying he wants 100 million if it's the Floyd fight or the Pacquiao fight.
Yeah, like he ain't fighting no Jorge Linares.
Bro, he's a numbnut, man. That's I don't even know how we got on him.
I think we can safely say that Gary Russell and Leo Santa Cruz will happen.
That is something that feels like it's gonna happen.
Yeah, not this year because Russell's already fought.
I mean, I don't know. Leo was telling, I think he was telling Adam or Daniel that
it was your boy. Leo was telling your boy that he's fighting December. I pressed the question.
Don't ever disrespect my nigga around like that
again. The questions. I said, I'm sure everyone asked you, but I'm gonna ask, do you want the Gary Russell fight? Is it gonna happen? Do we look like December is going to happen? He said at first in the past, he was talking about, I'm looking at December. He said yes in December. At this point, he doesn't know who his opponent and he doesn't know the specific date, but he did say he will be fighting in December. And he said Gary Russell or Oscar Valdez. Those are the names he told me.
Yo,
I didn't even really.
I'm so happy you even brought up Valdez, because did you see that Valdez is being trained with a new trainer?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I seen a post and the trainer said escapes me. So remind me so I can get excited again. Fuck.
It was the Canelo's trainer?
That's right.
Yeah.
That is
and they're in camp.
That is interesting, bro. That is interesting. Does that mean that he fucking leaves Top Rank in the I mean, look, you start hanging with Canelo and Canelo's trainer, and you're gonna want that life. You see how they've guided Canelo, and you can't act like, oh, I'm not going to listen to these guys when they're only known because of Canelo. So, like, the proof is in the pudding. They've done what they've done with Canelo. They brought him from nowhere. Like, people could talk about Canelo being, babied or coddled, but the boy got skills, and he hasn't ever changed trainers, so I don't know. For Valdez, I'm very happy because I've criticized Valdez for being a bit of a, like, you hit me, I hit you type of guy. I'm interested to see what's this going to mean for him. And really quick before I pass it to you guys, right? It's just like, what's this mean for the other guy, Robles, right? He keeps losing fighters. He lost Valdez. He lost Shabaransky. Who else did he lose? Didn't he lose Magdaleno?
I know he's just losing a lot of people, and that's what chat's confirming that.
He's losing fighters, bro, left and right, man. So, yeah, what's your guys' thoughts on that? Nothing?
Well, it's interesting because I was going to say, you don't just start camp to just start camp, unless you have a fight date planned. And Top Rank has a couple dates. They have the 8th, and I found out, I guess they said it on ESPN Plus that the 14th is another date that they're going to have in December. So it's either he's going to fight on the ESPN cards or these allegedly Showtime dates. Canelo coming on the 15th, like he being trained with, you know, Canelo's trainer. Not saying that it's a direct line with networks, but there's speculation that maybe Leo Santa Cruz or a top ranked card or Canelo undercard. That's my opinion.
Yeah, and obviously, is this, have I got this right? That Anthony Durrell and Yildirim will fight for Benavidez' sort of stripped title. Is that right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. We should be getting some info on that with Yildirim. We did an interview. Daniel did one with him in reference to the WBC mandating that and him getting an opportunity. He was supposed to get it at Benavidez.
That's fucked up, bro.
That is fucked up.
I mean, wasn't Chris Eubank also in discussion? And
That's
then
what
they
I'm
were like,
saying.
nope.
Whoa.
Nope.
Not even
Can you
that.
guys
Fucking,
can you talk about the Chris Eubank situation?
Yeah, but no, hold on. But Callum Smith should have been fucking next in line for that fucking belt.
He was going to fight Durrell, wasn't he? And then that's what.
Yeah, exactly.
He chose not to, though. He chose
It's going the other way.
to go to the
But he still has a fucking silver title though.
Doggy,
Number one person.
So did this is what I'm you got to follow this sport. Like so did fucking Linares when he chose not to fight Mikey and instead go fight Corolla in the UK. He kept the Emeritus Wood title. Like that's what you do when you don't want that sauce.
That's true.
Mikey,
I don't think it wasn't the fact that he didn't want the sauce. Jarrell kept on pushing the fucking fight back, man. They kept on changing the fucking venues and dates.
No, I don't agree with that. I think it was more along the lines like,
it's supposed to be in LA, then it's supposed to be in Flint. In LA, then Flint. Come on.
Bruh, we all know every fighter that's fought for the WBSS has said they're offering big money. Big money. So why the fuck would Callum fight Anthony Durrell?
This was before he even thought about the WBSS.
Man, he been in that shit.
Bro, okay, he was supposed to fight Durrell like maybe in 2017, early or late 2016.
Man, he been waiting all his life. I interviewed him in Washington, D.C. That shit was like 3 years ago. He been in that same position forever, waiting.
That's all I'm saying.
But back to Eubank, Mauricio Silliman wants nothing to do with Eubank. I don't know what's gone on.
Phantom punch, bruh.
No. This is from he was it at the Groves fight, and something got mentioned, and I think what does it? Someone in the chat's just mentioned it. I think
you can't quit calling that a phantom punch, bro. I watched the replay. The punch connected.
But Mauricio said he felt massively disrespected, and he will never want anything to do with Eubank and the WBC, because people were saying, why isn't he ranked in there? And he said after what he did or said, he'll never get any recognition from the WBC. That was the convention. He said that, but
because you know every fighter wants the WBC belt.
I don't know. He was repping the IBO, right? But Mikey Garcia and Luke Campbell have been ordered, but I think Garcia's facing Comey.
I don't think it's final yet, but yeah, he's trying to face Comey defend both his belts.
And Eddie mentioned that when Luke Campbell beat Mendy, that was for an eliminator, which has obviously got him in line with Mikey, but they were expecting Mikey to vacate the lightweight titles. And then
Mikey about to get some of that DAZN money. He gonna make Eddie go in the purse bid heavy for the Campbell fight.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of fights made.
Say what, Ron?
Didn't he negotiate Mikey and Richard Comey to fight for the IBF?
Yeah, but we're talking after that. Campbell is the mandatory, says Rob.
Yes. He won the eliminator against Mendy on the Joshua Povetkin.
He's going to have to wait for the next convention to get that shit called.
And real quick on other fights being made, Joe Parker's supposed to return in New Zealand on December 15th. Opponent still to be determined. Eubanks supposed to be fighting the Gale possibly in late December, according to Eddie Hearn.
I swear, I hope I get to interview the Gale from here to then.
Another pay-per-view in the UK in December, allegedly.
I was surprised.
And Jeff Horn comes back versus Anthony Mundane in fucking Australia.
I need a single friend in the UK, man. I could just go over there on weekends because I swear I need to interview a few. Yo, DeGale is a piece of work. I need to hear his thoughts on this. Like, it's crazy. All that shit he talked about Eubank.
Yeah.
Now he vacating titles just to fight him. And I hear he's going to be on Dazn. Ain't that the rumor?
ITV.
ITV pay-per-view. So that'll be 4 pay-per-views in the UK in December if this happens.
Now they might sell it to the zone like in the States, so or ESPN Plus.
Saying that, those 4 pay-per-views still gonna probably add up to around £69. So it's still about the same as one of yours.
Yeah. So it works out. It's like a Dazn deal for you.
Yeah, except it's not $9.99 or free for the month. I wish fucking December was free. Trust me, Jesus.
You know, in that interview with your boy Frank, they were discussing because it looks like a lot of people want Dazn in the UK now. Bunch of dick riders.
And Rob, if you just look at it like Eddie, it's only $3.33 a day for the whole month of December.
But the reason we're saying it because you guys are getting the better deal out of the whole how you're getting the fights and we're getting the fights because you're not having to pay for pay-per-views.
I keep telling you is that we're the better market. You don't want to believe us. You guys are a fraction of our size. If Matchroom USA could do what they're doing in the UK over here, they would, just imagine how much their profit would triple or quadruple.
Bro, y'all like Texas, bro. That's it.
No, we're not. We're like third. Get third K's in Texas, I think.
That's Texas right there. That's y'all, and it's the whole of the United States of America.
I love your map.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's Texas.
So listen, I want to. We're not gonna have many callers because no one cares about the zone, which is
well,
sad.
we got
the BT card.
But I want to say really quick, guys, not only to my hosts, but to whatever potential callers call in and are part of the show. I'm going to be going to see Wilder Monday, so I would like you to let us know anything you want to ask Wilder right here live on air. We'll try and include your question, the audio of it, on a particular project that we're going to be recording when we're down there, some new content that we'll be developing. So, yes, when you call in, let us know what would you like to have us ask Deontay Wilder.
Okay? But before you get to that, we can't skip over the World Boxing Super Series. You're not doing that.
Yeah,
we can't skip
that. I knew way. I feel you.
I'm not skipping it. I'm not.
I feel you.
I had put that in the chat, and I wanted us to remember to say it because I want to get those questions.
I want to just quickly record my question. Why is Shelley Finkel, your manager, contradicting what you're saying in the media? Because he's saying if you want to make an offer, make a real offer and we'll talk about it. And you're saying AJ can stick that April date up his ass. So that's what I want to know. The contradiction between you and your team.
Mike?
I thought it was Ron G talking about the WBSS.
No. Let's answer Rob's question.
No. That's for Deontay.
Yeah, we can switch it.
Okay. So look,
somebody's gonna skim through all this and get it out. I guess I don't know.
Not what? Hold on. No. This is the start of the World Boxing Super Series. All right. Now, this is an opportunity for the smaller weight classes to get a little bit of shine. And now a lot of people have the hype on Inoue. Inoue is a 3-weight class, 16 fights. He's allegedly supposed to be this hard-hitting small Japanese guy. And he's going, and this is his so-called, I guess his U.S. debut because it will be on DAZN. So this is an opportunity for a lot of people to really see him in action. His last one was against Jamie McDonald, and he knocked him down like 3 times in the first minute or so.
I mean, I know Jamie was a champion, so I wouldn't say allegedly power. I think that motherfucker got some power, bro.
So this is his way to go into the tournament with real opposition, moving up into a weight class and seeing how dominant he is in this weight, because this is a possible setup for a new superstar in the small weight class to emerge. And in doing that, this is for the WBA World Bantam title. It will be online for this fight. There's also another smaller dude on there from Japan. His name is Ken Shiro. Once again, this is an opportunity for another smaller guy. I know that this guy is not televised at all in the U.S., So if you're gonna watch the World Boxing Super Series, you definitely want to check out Kenshiro too. This dude is having a really, really good opponent, and you know these guys are actually really good. These guys are really, really good, and I highly recommend you guys to check them out. They're pretty exciting. And then there's also another title on there. There's going to be I don't know how to say his name. Was it Travansky? Edward Travansky is going to be fighting Kuro Relikh.
Trovanowski.
Trovanowski. I'm butchering the name.
Knocked out by Ndongo. He's
Yes,
back.
sir. That's him.
Yes.
That's
So
him.
that's why I say that for last, because one got knocked out by Ndongo and then the other one lost to Ricky Byrne. So it's not the most exciting fight. I would definitely recommend watching the Kenshiro Inoue fight prior to that, but that is for the WBA super lightweight title too. So this is definitely a title fight also on there. And it's all going to be Japan on Sunday. So if you plan on staying up a little bit later on that Saturday night, you know, if you watch some of the other fights in the world, stay up a little bit later, watch this. It'll be a good card to see some, you know, talent that you've probably never seen. And then there's also, go ahead.
I was going to say, I like that the World Boxing Super Series are doing these double header cards, you know, two quarterfinals at once. I like that. I think this first season of it kind of dragged, doing just one of the fights per card. I think they're doing two at a time into the quarterfinal.
About it, the fucking Groves fight just happened. That shit was last year's season. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that long ago we had the cruiserweight one either, right?
I know.
Usyk and Gassiev. But
yo, Bellew out here talking like he really gonna win.
He is. He is. Fact.
So is that it? You guys done?
Runs.
Are we out of here?
Runs muted.
I just put some audio in the group chat that I think
I'm
should
muted.
play.
Hey, we got the BT card, man. Daniel Dubois versus Kevin
Is
Johnson.
that on ESPN Plus?
Yeah, that's gonna be Saturday.
And you're sure it's gonna be on ESPN Plus? Is it showing
Yes.
on ESPN schedule?
I think it's positive, bro.
ESPN Plus.
O'Hara Davis is headlining versus Jack Ketra.
Damn, they fighting again? Didn't they fight already?
No,
This is their
Daniel
first fight?
Dubois recently fought.
I believe so.
Wow, that means that fucking Frank has been sending emails for that shit for like 3 months then. Wow.
O'Hara Davis is gonna be fighting on the card as well.
Yeah, he just said that.
Oh, okay, my bad. Nicola Adams, that's the 2-time gold Olympian female. She's gonna be fighting on there.
By Dominic Ingle.
Yep. Anyone else on that card that you want us to know, Rob?
Well, you did mention the Dubois Kevin Johnson.
Yeah.
But I mean, Rob could do a better job of letting the world know like who Kevin Johnson is, and like the fact that Dubois is fighting him at 9-0.
Yeah, I think Joshua beat him at 13-0, if that's what you're referring to, Nez. Something like that. Or 12, I think. So, and AJ was the first to stop him, and I think Dubois is going to be the latest person to stop him.
Okay, all right.
I mean, this is a big step of fight.
2021 or whatever.
Heavyweight we should be watching.
21.
We only watch UK heavyweight Anthony Joshua.
No, not at all. That's what I just said. And Dubois is going to be the latest guy to stop him.
Also, another Frank Warren heavyweight that's on the card is Nathan Gorman. I mean, he's a domestic level fighter, but he's still undefeated, and I kind of like him. I think he's doesn't really look the part, you know what I'm saying, like of a fighter because he's not his belly, you know what I'm saying, got a little flabby or whatever. But the kid can fight, and he's young.
Since you want to talk about fighters that you know shouldn't be spoken of, but you kind of like. We were watching World Boxing Super Series maybe a couple of days ago. There was like a Nigerian dude, cruiserweight. He was getting, excuse me, he was getting clipped a bit, but he looked the part.
Oh, you talking about? Oh, okay, here we go.
Looked the part, and he got the win by knockout. No, he's not a coach.
Okay, who are you talking about? I thought you was like.
He's talking about World Boxing Super Series.
I thought he was like cracking jokes and shit.
Yeah, wasn't it just a World Boxing Super Series? Yeah, it was on DAZN. It was just a World Boxing Super Series on DAZN. And I was doing some work. They had the whole undercards. It was this Nigerian dude. He's pretty good. He signed to Eddie, though, right? Was that Eddie? No, Sutherland. Sutherland, maybe.
What's his name?
Sauerland. Man, you know, I wanted to tell y'all that day because he looks good except for the fact that he keep getting hit, but he got a fucking granite chin. I mean, he was fighting like a Russian or some shit, which was hitting him hard too.
I'm gonna go back and watch that. I mean, watch that little fight then.
Nah, it was a good fight. It was a good fight. I like that Nigerian. And he had a good name, man. I forgot though. Whatever. I tried to put to mine.
And then I think Mike said it earlier, but Rungvisai would be fighting on one championship. It's like some crossbreed between MMA and boxing, but they're using them because it's in Singapore and it's a big Asian market. Jerwin Akaha, huh?
It's on Facebook though.
No, it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. It's free. You got to look up one championship. It's gonna have Sir Rungvisai. They're gonna have Jerwin Akaha also be there ringside, which didn't really look that great at his ESPN event out here in Oakland, but I think they're trying to set up Rungvisai. If they do that fight and Rungvisai wins, I think after that he has to fight Estrada. But he's working on some deals with one championship, so I don't know if this is going to go probably to ESPN afterwards, if they do the German fight, but that's going to be on YouTube. And then there's another fight.
I did. Okay, Ness. Rob just put his name up. Macau Law.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm over here with my head in this, like, what the fuck is this guy's name? It's easy to pronounce too. It's like Law, right? It's not. Yeah. But whatever. He looks good. He looks good. And to be in a cruiserweight division, you know, I think we might see him again, is what I'm saying, because he's got a fucking chin. He's getting hit though, but he's hitting you back and he can take a shot.
Hey, quick question, because I don't think you guys talked about it. The fights on Sunday. What do you guys think about Efe Ajabe? Everyone keeps talking about it in the chat.
I mean, you know, he had a good knockout, but you could tell that dude wasn't on his level. I mean, even though that dude was trying, he tried. He wasn't afraid. He got up and, you know, he seemed like he wanted to continue, but he got stopped.
The motherfucker reach is longer than Fury's.
Who you talking about? Efe? Efe was huge when I was next to him.
Yeah, 88 inch. I'm like, God damn, that shit damn near 90. Where is you from? God damn.
What's funny is in the backstage, his opponent's trainer and everything was manager was yelling at Efe like it was supposed to intimidate him, like, oh, you're scared, blah 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 blah. We posted the video up on the YouTube and I think somewhere else on the internet as well, but they were trying to taunt Efe and Efe was just like, whatever, man. We went out there and dropped him like a sack of potatoes. What do you think about Joe Joyce?
Man, Joe Joyce looked like a motherfucking snail. I never seen Joe Joyce that big before. Is it just me? Because he was like 260. I never seen. I was thinking, like, have I seen Joe Joyce that big before? And like the way he was just swinging his punches just look slow. Like, man, I don't want to fucking shit on Abel, but goddamn, what is going on?
I mean, he was landing some body shots, you know. I mean,
it looked slow, Ron. I could have fucking ran to the fridge and came back.
Sure. It did look kind of slow. I did look at Joe Joyce and Efe. Efe definitely did look diesel when I was comparing them in the back. And I don't know. I mean, this is like his US debut. Maybe he'll get a little bit more fit, work on faster. He is going to be training in Big Bear with Tyson Fury. He's going to be sparring partners.
Who's that, Joyce?
Joe Joyce, yeah. For Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday. You weren't around for that, right? What's your thoughts on Joyce? Like, what do you think he brings to the camp for Tyson in terms of helping him for a while? Like, I don't see how he does it. I mean, I watched that Joe Joyce fight the other night. The dude's fuck.
He mentioned he sparred Anthony Joshua and and Tyson Fury, and I think he also tried to hint that he dropped Anthony Joshua, but he was trying to be all like cordial about it. But Tyson Fury, when he brought him up, he said he was actually hard for him to hit. And I don't know, simply because of the fact that he's slower than some of these heavyweights. But he was saying that he was
out here talking slick, right? Calling everybody out. I bet you he won't take that FA fight. He's too slow. Joyce.
Oh, no. I think he's going to try to set the fight with Gerald Washington. And I even asked Joe Joyce, and they like slightly deflected. But I was like, yo, Deontay Wilder, because they were saying like, oh, we'll fight Deontay Wilder, you know, not Joyce, but his team. Like, oh, we'll fight on him. So I'm like, well, Deontay Wilder said that if you would fight, if anyone beats King Kong Ortiz, he'll fight you next. Would you take that? And I didn't get an answer. The response I got from his team was Deontay Wilder doesn't make the decisions. And I'm like, that wasn't the answer I was looking for, but so be it. So I don't know the direction they're going to take him outside of Gerald Washington. I don't know if they want the FA. I don't know if they want those fights.
Nobody's gonna take that FA fight. They're gonna do the risk versus reward shit. Did you see? Since we talking heavyweights, did anyone see? I feel like such a stalker, but that just makes me a good podcaster. But listen, did you see Andy Ruiz's post? He posted 4 heavyweights: Joshua, Fury, Wilder, and guess who? I should pull out my drum roll for this. Hilarious. Not hilarious. I guess we made it now is more better suited. Big Baby. He called them all champions, and he basically said they ducking him, and he's the heavyweight best kept secret. People sleeping on him because of his fight, which was controversial with Joseph Parker, but he's gonna get his shot.
Oh God!
Yeah, I mean, I kind of felt that way too, Rob, to be honest with you. But it's actually Bob Arum's fault. Like, they haven't given him anything significant since the loss to Parker, and before the loss to Parker, he hasn't gotten anything significant. It's like that's all we know him for.
I thought he took the time off.
He's had fights in between that they're just worth no one that you care about, and that's why you don't know about.
Now, what I'm saying is between the his comeback fight and the Parker fight, he was off for like 12 to like 16 months, right? Or am I tripping?
I don't know how long he was there, but IMO Sports.
I'm never tripping, homie.
I'm gonna be there definitely like 3 days, Monday to Wednesday. Sounds about right.
Y'all let me know in the chat.
And then I think that's all most of the fights this weekend that's going down. Oh, and obviously Ness just want to hear it, so I'm just gonna secretly say it.
Don't say it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
There, I said it silently. We all know that's going to be a big problem for some of these ratings this weekend if there's going to be events. There's another event that's going down. So I'm just curious.
Notorious fighters this week?
Yeah.
Connor fights this week.
Send me one of them cool little 19 to 20-year-old links that I don't got to pay for the fight.
I got you.
I ain't paying for that shit.
But I'm curious how that does with all the other events, Dazn in Chicago.
I'm a casual to that sport, so all I know is who McGregor is firsthand because I've even covered him in the UFC facility and in Vegas and obviously the Mayweather fight. But I've only heard the internet chatter of Khabib, right? So he's like supposed to be some killer. So like it's still not worth me paying for.
No, you can find good links. It's like you get that shit like butter. But I'm just saying, like, it's going to be curious to see how the hardcore fans who refuse to watch it, and then the fight fans that are in between, like me, that watch both of the sports heavily, and see how that affects the turnout. Are they going to watch it later? Is there going to be
what turnout? What do you mean?
For the DAZN card, the Chicago? I mean, they're going to be
tripping, dog.
Listen.
Oh my God, you tripping? You think that somehow DAZN is a match for a fucking McGregor?
No, I'm just saying I'm curious because I don't think it's a match. I think it's a terrible time.
But the problem with that is that we're never gonna know. Like, we're not gonna get any numbers. We don't even know what AJ did.
It doesn't clash anyway. The DAZN card will be over before McGregor gets in the ring. So
I mean,
yeah, they really never clash like that unless it's like a card that's like get pulled out and miss weights and all that shit.
I'm just curious because I know a lot of boxing fans who don't even watch MMA period are going to watch this one. So this is like a really.
I think you're just going to watch this one and you're trying to get more people to watch this one.
No, I'm not even. Look, I'm just trying to speak the honest truth about how this is a bad timing for the card. And I'm just going to think positive.
You, because you're more of an MMA fan than a boxing fan. See, I am going to watch DAZN live.
Me too.
And then
I'm not about to go pay for no fucking Khabib.
I'm a fight fan. How about that? I wouldn't say I'm either or.
But you're an MMA. Listen to me. You're an MMA fan if you're going to use an illegal link or pay for a pay-per-view while there is a free boxing card on.
I mean, technically they're both free.
Yeah, I'm a switch over. I probably won't even watch Vargas to be over. To be honest with you.
Oh my God, it's not gonna clash. So
I'm just saying.
Watch the fight.
I'm gonna watch
Hey,
them.
but
I'm
hey,
just-
can
I'm
we get
just-
off this shit though? The WBC.
Lomachenko, I'm definitely watching UFC over boxing. You're lucky we can't find you and just beat you.
I'm
The
just
WBC
I'm just
is
speaking
looking
the
to
honest,
add a
man.
second day weigh-in.
The casuals are gonna watch that, and that's just a really.
What's that second weigh-in mean? Is it like the IBF weigh-in?
I'm guessing that, like they're gonna put
Rob,
a
you
cap.
gotta talk, Rob. Your neck is gonna fall off your shoulders one day with all the head shaking. You just gotta talk. Grow a pair.
I am talking, and you
AJ need to fucking talk.
right. Listen, I'm trying to talk, but you're just talking over me. Every time I talk, you're just talking anyway. I want to
Say it with your goddamn chest, then.
Americans are louder than you Brits.
Well, my missus is asleep, fucking right next.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, that's serious though, man. Happy wife, happy life.
He said,
It is like 3 a.m. over there. I wouldn't be shouting at 3 a.m.
"This is asleep." I used to get that shit.
All I want to say is, let's get back to the fact that Nez, Mr. Fuck the UFC, fuck that fucking bullshit. Send me a link. Come on.
Yeah, I also said I'm gonna watch DAZN live.
He did. He's gonna be there.
Watch McGregor, which is after the DAZN card. But anyway, I'm gonna have to run because I got an early start. I just wanted to check you on your UFC love.
All right.
They're gonna pull them numbers.
Have a good night, Rob. UK, stand up.
UK Rob, TBV, Instagram, Twitter. Later.
All right, let's get out to these callers, man. Let's do this.
Hold on. We got one audio. Just play that audio in the group chat.
What audio?
It's right there in the group chat. It's the
audio.
It's the
fighters. I go to meetings. I'm on the phone till 3 or 4 in the morning trying to deliver fights, and you won't have a fucking cup of coffee to discuss an undisputed heavyweight world championship fight. Do me a favor, suck my nuts. Whatever else you got to say. It's unbelievable. It's not as if the man's busy. Anyway, rant over because it drives me nuts.
So, all right, you wanted me to finish? Is that should I?
Yeah. It's more. Let it go.
I know you're not going to go into obviously what's in the offer, but it is a split as opposed to a flat fee. Yeah,
and it's a 2-fight. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
it's a double rematch because they agreed to the
double
terms.
rematch.
Yeah, they agreed to the terms in the first one, right? Which is a
rematch.
one-way rematch.
Right.
Then they come out and said, "Oh, it was a one-way rematch." You fucking agreed to it in writing.
There we go.
Listen, man. Gone are the days that what Eddie says bothers me. Like that shit is old news. Wilder has a fight. Is December 1st. My flight is booked. We've heard callers call in, say their flights are booked. We've seen people in the chat saying their flights are booked. Like, we're locked into this fight. We'll worry about those negotiations later, flat fee percentages. None of that matters now. You would be a complete idiot. A complete idiot to sign anything before seeing what happens with this fight. Now, the only way you entertain an offer before seeing what happens with this Fury fight
50-50
is if you feel you and your team and the network feels that you're not going to do well on pay-per-view. You know, if they got the inside beat and they're like, look, man, it ain't looking good, homie. Tickets still dragging. There ain't no interest on social media. You better take that fight. But like right now, why the fuck do that right now when you don't even know what you're going to do December 1st and possibly shoot yourself in the foot? If you go and you do 1.5, 1 million, 800, doesn't matter. You got to see what you're going to do. Whatever you're going to do is going to be more than what you than right now. Right now, you are not a pay-per-view star. You need to be a pay-per-view star so you can start negotiating like a pay-per-view star. That is my opinion on the audio.
What I took from that audio is I felt like Eddie Hearn was upset a little bit or a little bit agitated because I feel like he didn't see Wilder or Wilder's team pulling this kind of cat out of the bag that could propel Wilder. Maybe, I mean, if the shit does a million buys, I mean, Wilder's a fucking A-side. And that's just hypothetical talk. I'm not saying that it will do, but if it does, then that puts Eddie Hearn and the Joshua team in a position to where they're probably going to receive less money than they would have if they would have took the 80 million guarantee for the 2 fights. That's all I'm saying.
Bruh, I know that we don't even know what's the terms of Fury fight. So until then, we've heard rumors that it's a 2-way rematch in that fight. So we can't be negotiating no Joshua fight. Joshua about to fight Dylan White. Let them go ahead and announce that so we can start doing, content on that.
I thought Shelly came out and said that they paid Tyson some extra to not have a 2-way rematch clause and only a 1-way.
Oh, you heard Shelly said? I mean, it would be good to get audio because we heard rumors, right? Like Ben Davis.
Yeah.
Trainer
Maybe it was a rumor.
was saying those things, but let's get out to the callers, right? Did we ever play the
Nope. And you listen right now, smash that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. Go ahead.
It's been over 100 likes when we've had so many views today. This is like, you guys are like really mean.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Javier, mastermind status, holla.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
What's up?
Hey, man. Ron, I think you said that you think Joyce can get better with his speed.
I didn't say he can get better. I said in an optimistic way, maybe.
That shit ain't possible. That nigga like 32, bro. He ain't got time. This done. He is set. He is. That shit over with. That nigga slow. He slow as molasses. That shit ain't changing. It's done. That motherfucker is not finna change that slowness. Somebody gonna flip his ass. He going to sleep, bro. Don't worry about it. Joe Joyce trash to me, man. We can get him out of here. That's why he was in amateur so long. Where we was at? Hey, man, y'all need to start bigging up my Charlos, man. I'm tired of y'all disrespecting them. Y'all niggas just give them a little bit of segment. Y'all give them about 3 minutes. Then like 30 seconds.
They gotta be more active, bro.
Hey, I tried.
They got any news to talk about? What we
Don't nobody want to fight them, man. Why y'all doing this?
But
man?
what the fuck we supposed to talk about?
Exactly, nigga. They fashion choices.
No, we just did a show. WBC mandated Gennady Golovkin versus Charlo. What else we gonna talk about? Did they put out an Instagram post? Did they got a Bentley and a Lambo together? Like, what you want us to talk about?
Y'all don't push the issue, bro. Like, everybody's scared of these niggas, bro.
We fuck with the. I mean, I fuck with the Charlos. You know what I'm saying? It's just shit. They not out here in the public eye like that, bro. They're like secluded. You know what I'm saying? They fuck with only who they fuck with, and they really don't fuck with a whole lot of media.
Give me a name, bro.
It ain't even about media, bro. Like, come on, bro, y'all Charlo people funny as hell.
No, I mean they're not. I mean they have no. I mean I feel what you're saying, bro, but at the same time,
Tripping. Her calling every Charlo out.
That nigga hurt. He don't want to fight. What
He
you
don't
talking
want to
about?
fight. He don't want to fight.
Man, that nigga do not want to fight. Don't even do that, bro.
Now look here. Now
Charlo's
both of
in the
them.
politics petition. I mean, the
Both
position.
of them.
Like, you
Both
can't do
of
nothing
them
about
changed their little. I mean, I wouldn't say change their energy, but they were cordial with each other when they came together. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, I mean, he was just cussing out goddamn.
Yo, if you want to be real, and I know they gonna hate it, but
I know
real. Charlo the one changed up the fucking tune. He the one said, "Whoa, you biggest."
I ain't want to say it there. I ain't want to say it there.
I want to say it. I know you want to say it. Come on, man. But you got dudes like Javier calling in here talking that other shit.
I mean, you could have.
I just think that they know that they're going to fight each other. It's just going to be one interim fight, then the big Charlo Hurd fight,
and that's how it's supposed to be. Meanwhile, Javier trying to soup it up like they ducking him.
Charlo has to wait just like Spence did. It's just that's the position he's at. You gotta wait.
To be honest, I mean, Lara and Williams from the fight, they probably gonna make that. Fucking Lara probably gonna win, and they gonna make Lara fight.
Use that boomerang status, but
mine's only, baby.
Jamel, he got the tough resume. You feel me? Like Jamal still could get a little fight in. That's why I said that Triple G fight before Canelo. That ain't gonna hurt. That's only gonna help. That's only gonna help because that's a guy that Triple G already did 3 pay-per-views or 4 pay-per-views. Either way you look at it, that is a magnificent name to have on your resume.
Absolutely.
And if you can get him before Canelo, man.
Gonna do something Canelo couldn't do.
That's God giving you favor right there.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
But let me go out to Seattle. Dominic, talk to me.
Yo, what's good? What's good?
What
Hey,
up?
Nash, I heard you talking shit about UFC, bro. Yo, stop that shit, bro. I like all the fights. I like boxing and UFC. And
Doggy,
Khabib's gonna
doggy.
tear the fuck out of-
Don't come on here trying to talk about you like all fights. There's only one fight, and that's boxing. You talking
That's the boxing voice.
else?
I like UFC.
Talking about
too.
anything
Come on
else,
now.
go call
Bones
into
Jones,
another
ain't
fucking
nobody-
show
you acting like
that
you never watched
listens and
Bones
talks
Jones
that
shit.
garbage, man. Don't
Come
nobody
on,
talk
man.
that garbage around
And
here.
it's UFC, it's fighting. So, anyways, when it comes to Dazn, I'm not gonna watch it. I do like the fact that there's two fights. You know, when there's big fights, you get to watch one.
Bruh, why
one
you
kind
not?
of,
Why you not? Why you not?
and
Why
make
you?
that-
Why? This is exactly why Deontay Wilder doesn't have fucking fans. We got a heavyweight from Brooklyn debuting, and you hating because it's an Eddie Hearn thing.
No, I never said that. I said I'm not gonna buy. I was basically about to say I'm not gonna buy the app. I do like
It's
to say I
free.
can watch multiple fights.
It's free.
It's a free trial. You can get it for free.
Move on to my next question.
Yeah, I know.
But anyways, my next question for Deontay Wilder is, hook me up with some tickets. And I think that Deontay Wilder, the only way he's truly going to beat Tyson Fury is to run up on him and maybe jab him in the hips or something like that, or treat him like Maidana did Floyd, because Floyd's the master of, the sweet science of boxing. And I think that's my call today.
Good call, Dominic.
Download the zone. Stop being stubborn, man.
Hey,
Shout out to Jesse Vargas, Delorme, Big Baby, Nkosi Solomon.
Callum Johnson.
Yo, let me say this before like a whole bunch of people call in. Look,
Who the fuck is that guy?
This is the boxing voice, okay? I brought that up simply because of numbers, okay? Obviously, if you enjoy both, so be it. But understand that we're gonna talk boxing, and pretty much I brought the whole premise because
Hey, why is not called
That's
why is not called boxer?
Who's responsible?
Why is not called boxer IQ?
What?
Because he's not a boxer. He's in
I'm a fight fan, and I can openly agree to both.
I'm just fucking with you, Ryan.
We gotta talk boxing on here though, for real. Let's not have a bunch of calls.
Let's go out to the home of Ragaroo. Ragaroo.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
You a big cheese, you got your block on fire, remain in the cheese. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. You make nothing out of something, you handle your business. You don't be crying in this something.
And oh man, I needed you yesterday, brother. I needed you yesterday, brother.
Oh, what's good? What's good? What you need? What you needed me for? You wanted to put the big guys out once a day yesterday.
Man, they was trying to shit on motherfucking down south hip hop, baby. They was trying to shit on us, man.
Down south. Wait, hold up. You hear me? They trying to down south hip hop.
They was trying to shit on us, bro. Ness over here, nigga, big dogging on, saying talk about the East Coast was fucking running shit.
Let's be realistic. Hold up, we're gonna be realistic. Let me cut this down. Let me speak on it. Look, let's be realistic here, man. Like the South is running hip hop for the last 15 years?
Speak on it, Inoue. Speak on it, baby.
Look, they got cats in New York that's mimicking the style from the South, so they get to the top of the game. You know what I'm saying? What's it to do with the rainbow and all that? Man, they ramming like down south. You understand? Come on, man. I'm going to say it, bro. Mike, you're lucky I had that show yesterday, bro. I'd have came out swinging from the first round. You hear me? That'd have been a Tyson fight. We ain't going past 3, Mike.
Goddamn right, Inoue. I was trying to tell them niggas, man. Now, Inoue. How old are you, Inoue? Hold on, real quick before we get to boxing. How old are you?
Yo, he milking your time, man. No,
He really is all about hip hop, man.
My fault, man. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm 36. But you know, I got the phone to you on my side. Yeah.
So you know about
All
a
right,
chameleonaire.
next, you hear me?
You was just a chameleonaire.
But he jumped into that tech world, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he got his millions that way, you know what I'm saying? He found the easier way to get it. So I respect him for that. But, you know, he did a little something. He's not a legend and nothing like that, but, you know, he did a little something. You dig? But, you know, that C5 came out, you know, it was straight. It was straight. You know what I'm saying? It was straight. But, back to the boxing, you hear me? You dig? 'Cause I made a lot of MMA talk and all that. That's cool. You know, with the kick and the scratch, you dig? But back to the boxing and say, but your boy Joe Joyce, man, that dude slow as hell, man. I seen him fight a couple times. I seen him fighting Usyk. Man,
Usyk beat him.
He would knock that dude out, man. You hear me? That dude slow as hell, man. Lord. But the Deontay Wilder and the Fury fight, man, that thing going platinum. There's no shade. You heard it from me first, that thing going platinum. At least $1 million buys, that's my call, man.
My nigga Inoue. Shout out to my nigga Inoue, man.
Hey,
put y'all niggas on record, goddamn.
Mike, I'm gonna question you.
You juiced Paul.
Mike, I'm gonna question your hip hop. Out of all the South, no 3 Stacks, no Scarface, none of that. Crit, you said chameleonaire. Out of all the South,
I'm making a point. Y'all saying chameleonaire is garbage. He's not garbage. That's my point.
21 still repping him, man. And we gonna keep it moving. Let's not go back into that. We're going to Antonio and Albany. Talk to me.
Yo, what's going on? How you guys doing tonight?
What up, Antonio?
Not much, man. Yo, so I got 4 things. I'm gonna leave the best for last. And the last thing, I just need you guys' opinions and what you guys really know about what's about to go on. Anyways, first off, the zone. I got fucking Tomas Delorme tomorrow night. Well, Saturday actually, knocking out fucking Vargas. I mean, I don't know what the fucking big deal is about Vargas. And I got to rip Puerto Rico, man. You already know. And also, man, this second Wilder and Tyson Fury press conference. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I see this fight ending one way only, and that's by KO. You know what I'm saying? Like Tyson Fury won the press conferences, but we already know Wilder's gonna win the fight by KO. You guys agree?
You said Wilder by KO?
I do.
Why?
I do.
All right. And then third thing, I guess fucking Chavez Jr. is not gonna fight Martinez, man. I mean, I feel bad for fucking Sergio Martinez. I don't know why the fuck.
I hope we remember to talk about that. I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah. Eddie said he couldn't make the waiting time, some shit like that.
Yeah, because Martinez looks in fucking great shape, man. Watching all these videos, man, of him fucking, running around and, speed bag and shit like that. But hopefully he doesn't really come back, man. He's gonna fuck up his life, man, if he continues fighting, man. And then the final thing, I know this is a fucking rumor, and you guys gotta like shine some light on this or something. I mean, just say what you guys know. There's a rumor out there right now. Fucking in December, Mayweather versus Broner in Tokyo. How true is that?
Not true.
Damn, I heard it in one of the other podcasts, and they got it from another podcast. And I guess they went around, Las Vegas gyms, and they said it's a big rumor. It's a strong rumor. So I mean,
man,
if
doggy,
that's true, man, that's a good.
get that bullshit out of here.
That should have failed.
All right, man. I mean, that'd be a good fight
in Tokyo.
And you guys deep down don't believe that. Come on, man.
That shit is so not true. It's stupid.
All right, man. All right, then, man. But yeah, that's my call, man. Good show, guys.
I want to see your ass in goddamn me Tokyo next when it happens.
Just think about it. Where's the logic in that, right? Where's the logic? You talking about Floyd and Broner. How is Tokyo outbidding America? Man,
you also got to remember Broner's now calling out Pacquiao, so it's like
not even
all over the place now.
Just forget about Broner being unstable, and we cannot believe anything he says, and him being in this magnitude of a fight alone is ridiculous. all right, alone is ridiculous. But let's just think beyond that. Let's act like he can make weight. Let's act like
for you.
he's a good guy, right? Why the fuck wouldn't Showtime buy this fight?
Who said they're not? If it happens
In Tokyo, bro?
I don't know, bro. Maybe
Why would the fight
there
be-
is a.
Why would
I don't listen to my.
Broner versus Mayweather over in
This is
Tokyo.
a
why wouldn't MGM
total
guy
conspiracy theory. Check me out. What if Floyd? Because I mean, I don't want to say, but Shady. Get you that. What if Floyd has a business proposition with somebody that he's building a building or he's in on a building that's gonna be worth X amount of dollars.
Put that
I'm just saying.
on a score ass side of here.
Just saying, man. Hey, I said it was I prefaced my thought saying it was conspiracy theory only.
Holy shit, bro. We can do that for any topic, homie.
I know, I'm just but not everybody's Floyd.
What? So what? We could do it for Canelo. What if Canelo right now just said, fuck it, I'm just gonna make my own app. It's gonna be called the Canelo app, and I'm only fighting on the Canelo app.
That'd be smart as fuck.
Man, get out of here, Mike. You bugging.
Well, you sick. You don't think motherfucker nigga he priced that bitch at motherfucking $10?
Yo,
shit, that motherfucker gonna sell. You out your goddamn mind, bro. That motherfucker gonna be fighting on that bitch forever.
Get the wrong
card. With a whole undercard in that bitch, nigga, straight to him.
Stop it, Mike. Stop.
All the advertising belong to him.
Oh my God, Mike.
Kate, come on.
What
baby.
the fuck was that?
Hennessy, come on here, baby.
The biggest
Give me that money.
actual fan I've met.
Give me that money, man. I'm just saying, hey, man. We are in a new day and age, baby. We are in a new day and age. The blueprint has been set by Floyd Mayweather. You said it. Take it to the next level, then.
Lord, let his optimism rub off on me.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I don't know where you're coming up with all this.
I don't know, man. I'm just going, man. I'm just going off top of the head, bro. I think we're all right. I don't give a fuck.
They're gonna fight on the moon. And
hey, fucking spaceship fight, nigga.
Listen, it's just
put that bitch on the spaceship,
I'm
goddamn.
not gonna believe that the MGM is gonna be outbid for a Floyd Mayweather fight when it hasn't happened in the last like 30 years, bro. Like, come on, man. Tony in Miami, holler.
Yo, man, we boycotting the zone, man. It's quiet for the zone, man. We boycotting.
That's all you have to say?
You heard me?
You boycotting the zone?
That is it. We not supporting Eddie Hearn, man. He not making real fights, man. All he trying to do is line his pockets. We not okay with that. I'm speaking on behalf of real boxing fans.
The real ones.
I don't think you speaking on behalf of real boxing fans. Ignorant ones, not real.
Or maybe ones that just have a agenda.
Let him defend himself because I love these DAZN haters. What's up?
It ain't about hating the zone. Every organized sport only has one platform. The
Are you
NBA
on
don't-
speaker,
don't-
Tony? Because you sound very far away.
Yeah, you sound low as fuck.
Either that or you got
Yeah,
Metro.
I'm off speaker. I'm off speaker.
Oh,
I'm off
you
speaker.
fucking
I'm off speaker.
wilding right now. Woo! Go ahead.
I'm off speaker. Listen, the NBA is not split into 3 different leagues. Boxing needs to be under one house. PBC, cool. Top Rank, cool. I'm not rocking with the zone and Eddie Hearn trying to get all this money. I'm not with that.
That nigga said
How many leagues is
under one
how many
house.
leagues is
But he
soccer?
said PBC cool, Top Rank cool.
Yeah. Let's have one house, but call them 2 separate houses in PBC and Top Rank.
But no, we working towards one joint.
Man, have your cake ass and eat it too.
They just signed 2 separate deals, brother. What are you talking about?
Top Rank working towards PBC. Yeah, he got a 7-year deal with ESPN. Who is this guy? What's in the water in Miami,
Hey, man,
Tony?
we not rocking with the zone.
Ain't no water down there, baby. Ain't no water down there, baby. You know what they doing?
Nah, there's water in Miami.
I'm just fucking with you, bro. I'm saying the water brings in
Not
other
rocking
shit.
with the zone. What you really mean is you ain't rocking with Eddie. Say it, man. If you a hater, say it off the top of your lungs.
That's a fact.
Well, shit, come on the call and say, nigga, fuck Eddie Hearn first.
Yeah, say it out the top of your lungs. You hiding behind fucking the zone and shit.
Oh, fuck the zone. Fuck the zone. Nigga, fuck Eddie. Shit.
They in the same unit. They are the enemy.
No, they
I'm
ain't
not
the
rocking-
enemy. What the
Listen,
fuck? What Vargas
What?
done to you? What DeLorme done to you? What Big Baby done to you? What these pros done to you?
Shout to them. But I'm speaking as a consumer the only way I can, which is with my viewership, because it's free. I can't speak no other way, so I'm not supporting that app. If Eddie Hearn puts Joshua with Wilder, I'll support because that's a real fight. But until that happens, I'm not rocking with the zone. I'm not. That's the only way I can talk as a consumer. That's it.
Well, you know, again, I don't think you speak for all boxing fans, or let alone the real ones.
You might be right, but I'm speaking for those who want to see that big fight.
Hey,
what if Canelo goes to the zone? Will you watch then?
Next time, I guess. Yo, the zone haters need to come up with a better reason as to why they're not watching it. I'm serious. Like, look, it's not like it's easy to defend this card. You know, the Vargas isn't good. Big Baby versus Adamic isn't good. You know, but this is just the first card, bro. Like, let's not act like Steve Kim and Montero and all these other dudes, Doug Fisher, like they wasn't killing PBC when it first started. Like, we don't have to do that. Give these motherfuckers a chance. It's still more boxing for you. Like, people got issues with Eddie. Like, Eddie ain't got nothing to do with these debut fighters, bro. These kids went, you know, they're heavy in the amateurs, declarated amateurs, and y'all gonna turn your attention away from them because of some ridiculous feud with Eddie that Eddie doesn't even know about. He doesn't even know you.
I mean, there's also World Boxing Super Series on there. Like, I want to see that. Like, there's a lot of good guys in those tournaments. At the end of the day,
Progress, Josh Taylor is like, oh, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that. Meanwhile, great fights are happening. Fuck that, fuck that, fuck that. Man, you got
to this point, I mean, he's signing American prospects to put on the card. He's supporting them. He's doing it. I mean, he's doing it the right way. I mean, he's you know what I'm saying, signing young American prospects, trying to build them up, and then he's putting his own prospects on the card too. But this card is kind of weak. But maybe the card coming up with October 20th is going to be totally different.
Bro, see, look.
You got Farmer, you got Andre, and you got Billy Joe Saunders. Come on now.
I don't get it, right? Like, for the people that have been watching this show for however many years I've been doing it, right? I used to be called ignorant because I didn't know certain fighters, right? So what truly is ignorance? Not having the ability to watch said fighter, or having the ability to watch that fighter and not watching it based off some other bullshit you have with the promoter. Because look at this guy we brought up, McCall or Michael. I'm going to just call him Michael Law, you know, make it nice and simple, from Nigeria, a dude I would have never seen. It was a fight that was on at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This is what I do for a living. I literally got to watch that from my bed with my laptop on my lap doing other work, and got to witness a dude that now I want to see again. Like, it fucking bothers me to hear these people call in and say this dumb shit because I just got turned on to a guy because I had the zone. Like, it's fucking stupid. It's just dumb. You know what? I'm not even going to take any longer because this show is going way too long. I actually got a fucking Venom date, and Venom is better than listening to people hate on the zone for no fucking real reason. It's just like stupidity. Crazy, bro.
Rayfin made me go fucking see that shit right now. As soon as
I mean, I'd rather hear people say make it cheaper than eliminate the whole platform in general, because at that point
they should boycott on that. Like, the zone should be hearing $10 is rough, especially when you got ESPN offering better sports at a bigger magnitude, you know, for fucking $5, bro. Like, you still got Crawford over there, you know, you still got Lomachenko over there, and you got all of the US sports over there, man. You got fucking everything, First Take, all that extra shit. Like, it's not even a comparison. DAZN is bugging, coming in more expensive for basically the same shit but watered down, because UFC ain't on there. They got PPC or whatever the fuck they got. That's not even like Bellator. Beat it. Nobody watches that shit.
Nah, bro, I can't say that.
There you go.
And the thing is, like,
you can't. No.
What's the bigger entity? What's the bigger?
Bellator. Doesn't matter what's fucking bigger. Bellator is popular though. Bellator is popular. Period.
It's the second biggest promotional company, so it's
They got the fringe people over there, the people that have already been beat up and are.
No, whenever a person like Joe Rogan or Brendan Schaub acknowledges Bellator, then I gotta fucking take a listen.
let's not go there because
guys
no,
know
no,
what the fuck they're talking about.
Because Joe Rogan didn't know a person that's fighting on a card, so we don't want. He didn't know one of the. It was a big deal that Joe Rogan was supposed to know everything. He didn't know a big fight, one of the fighters, and he was in every. You know who Sajar Eubanks is. Regardless of that, at the end of the day, but he's supposed to know it. He works for the company. That's the thing. If you're a commentator,
I'm just saying, bro. He mentions motherfucking Roy.
He just found out about Joe Lewis and Max.
This is not fucking Bellator shit.
Listen, since you guys constantly bring up MMA garbage, let's at least talk about the fact that Amanda Serrano retired from boxing. Was that real? Because I seen that in our.
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like she's getting away from boxing. And
the fuck was that? And what she signed to? Is it UFC or MMA?
No, it's like a Hispanic league. It's like Combate something. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, she's doing like a Hispanic MMA.
Crazy. That's crazy. That's Eddie. Eddie let that fucking slip because he was supposed to get that fight for Katie Taylor.
Yep.
It's probably still possible.
I mean, she just said it. I mean, it's not. There's no contract she signed that I am done with, but it's going to be hard. You know, they just Heather Hardy kind of does it, but she's not successful at both.
Heather
and she was on
Heather tried it and she said she's done. She got that ass whooped.
But she was on in this corner on ESPN Plus, and she did say that she makes more from the MMA side than she does the boxing side.
Who, Heather?
Yeah, that's what they all do. Yeah. You know, but going back real quick on that DAZN thing. Hey, before I know a lot of people that hated on Oscar De La Hoya, and they were like, "Yo, Oscar did all this," and they still bought the kid on Triple G or went out and watched that fight. A whole bunch of people like, "Yo, forget Top Rank, Bob Arum, all stuff." They still go watch Crawford, watch Lomachenko. At the end of the day, you can have your own personal whatever feelings towards the promoter. Watch the fights, man. Like all the platforms got good fighters. You're gonna want to watch the fights. At some point, someday they're gonna cross. Just stop it. Don't boycott boxing in general because boxing itself.
Fighters, bro. Like Eddie ain't got nothing to do with the fighters, bro. Like it's just like Arthur Beterbiev. How many times have we been dying to watch this guy on TV? Now he's on TV and you don't want to watch it. It's like, come on, man. I gotta go. There's callers. I ain't got time. Venom coming out tonight. My man Tom Hardy is the proof.
You going to drive by?
Nah, we ain't going to drive by because I got a 10:30 show.
10:30. Okay.
I just don't
said 9:30.
Nah. I wouldn't do that to y'all. I just don't want it to overlap because we could.
I got you.
Talking a bunch of shit about MMA.
All right.
I'll stop. I'll be quiet now. I'll let you be wrong with your statements.
Nah, I hear you, man. Look, I'd rather be wrong about MMA than wrong about boxing like you.
Look at him. That was a good comeback, man. That was a good comeback,
Bayside, I'm not begging for anything. I like boxing. So if you can't afford to watch the boxing, then just say you can't afford to watch DAZN. I like boxing.
Real quick. Fuck you, Bayside boxing, bitch ass nigga.
Yo, that was so.
That was my black youngster.
Yo, that was
impression.
Me, man, because I'm telling you, like a couple of years ago, I would sit here wishing I could watch some of the Sky stuff, hating to have to ask people for streams, hating to have to log into my Twitter to see the stream someone sent me via Twitter or via this social media and that. When now it's just on my TV, bro. Like, I don't see how people do. I guess I'm older. I get it. There's people have priorities, and $10 to an app for that luxury isn't right now in their monthly budget. But for me, as a man that is consumed with this sport from morning till night, like we have a production chat that pops off 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It just doesn't stop.
Yeah, and the thing is,
I want this.
And the thing is, like people say, it's like principle. Like, look, just move your agenda aside. Like, look, I understand what everyone's saying, the quote unquote principle, but at the end of the day, if the fighters you like lose, and DAZN has all the fighters you want. You're gonna boycott it? Like, just understand that your own principle, your own values. If you want to say, look, I'm not gonna support DAZN because I want to put my money here and then yada yada. Look, that has nothing to do with boxing.
Some people are saying they'll stream it. Well, do that. I'm saying watch the fight. I'm not saying I'm not telling you how to spend your money. I'm saying watch the fight. Don't boycott the fighters. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like free 99, they pay you to watch it. Just support it, like in any shape, so that the fighters can keep fighting, because boxing doesn't have this like union. We got to make sure that these fighters can keep fighting. Like this, without us, it dies. Like boxing is not really what it was in the 1900s. Like, we need to keep this shit alive. If you don't help, it will die.
People acting like this is the Mayweather-Pacquiao era where we were getting millions of pay-per-view buys multiple times a year. Like, people not doing that no more. Like, so we need to support our fighters so that we can get back to that level. But let me go out to, we went to Tony in Miami. Bo and Bama, talk to me.
What's good, fellas?
What up?
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go down the little lineup or whatnot. As far as the press conference goes, I feel it was 1-1-1, a draw, definitely, on the last one, because they both looked a damn fool, and I got tired of that too, man. It started to get old, ultimately. But as far as the zone, I do like the app. I like the app a lot. That actually is very convenient. I was in the car. I had my old lady download the app. I pulled a move in because it cost $10, so that saved me from having to pay for it. But I had her download it, and I was watching the Joshua fight while driving at the same time. I know that's dangerous, but it worked for me anyway. Also, this weekend's card, that Conor and Khabib, it's gonna mess up all the ratings for it. I don't like MMA, but it is gonna mess up the ratings for the DAZN card. And Mike, what's good, bro?
What's good, homie?
Hey, you gotta go and get that soundboard, man.
You already know, man.
Over there.
Yeah, I'm working on it, bro. I'm working on it. You already know, bro. When I come my soundboard, it's gonna be straight goddamn me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you tripping. You feel me? All this little whack ass little some shit y'all playing. I got some shit for you motherfuckers.
Look, you know you from the South. I rock with you, but I done heard you say I'm gonna get my soundboard this week. I need to go and get it. I'm gonna get it tomorrow. I'm getting it today. Come on, man. Go on and get you a soundboard and be official, bro.
Yes, sir. I got you, man. I got you.
Got Rob in the UK stunning on you, and come on, not Rob. Rob don't even say nothing, bro. He's straight soundboard action.
Oh man, this guy killing me. It's love. I feel the love though. I feel the love and the chastisement.
Hey, yo, the chat said if you support in DAZN, you better support a soundboard.
Look. Lastly, do not let Ness trick you into making bad picks, bro. He do it all the time, bro. Do not pick Callum Johnson. Hell no, bro. Over Beterbiev. Hell no. Beterbiev knocked out every nigga he ever fought. He's the Deontay Wilder of that division.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, hell no.
All right. Make sure you call him Sunday.
That's good at making people pick them bad picks. What he made somebody pick Linares over Lomachenko. Come on, man.
I thought Linares had a chance.
That was Doomsday. That was Doomsday pick Linares. Let's go back out to our mastermind. Javier, talk to me.
Hey, bro. Y'all know Mike be making emotional picks, bro. Mike got a little mad at this, and that nigga made the dumbest pick of the day. He just said, fuck it, I'm mad. Nigga, give me Callum. That pissed me off, nigga. I want Callum. Nigga finna say, you know what, put $100 on it. I want Callum, nigga. He was mad. I was like, damn, Mike, calm down, bro. Hey, I think y'all got a little too excited, a little too emotional about the buddy who said he ain't like the zone. Like, damn, bro. Maybe he just ain't like this. Like, I see what he was trying to say. Y'all niggas got a little emotional up there. what he was really trying to say was that he kind of mad because they didn't make the Deontay fight. So he's like,
But that's all he had to say. You got to articulate. You come in and say, "Yo, fuck boxing." Oh, on the zone. I mean, you gotta just come correct, man. You gotta come and say how you feel. And that's what he said.
But what I think but you didn't listen. He said, well, Eddie didn't make the fight. He didn't make the Deontay and Joshua fight. So he was mad about that shit. So he like, well, I'm gonna support something. This nigga won't give me what I want.
But Mike said Canelo though, and he said, "Whoa, with Canelo on the zone, He paused though.
Hey, bro. Shit, y'all. I'm just saying. I think Buddy was just a little mad because he didn't give him the fight he wanted. That's why he was like, I ain't supporting his own this weekend. The fights ain't big.
My nigga, if I got mad every time they ain't give me a fight that I wanted, nigga, I'd be mad 24/7.
I'm just telling you why he was mad. Because he said he was mad because Eddie ain't make the fight for Deontay. So he like, nigga, I don't want to watch what you putting on this weekend.
You gotta have a better reason than that.
Hey man, I'm just telling you what Buddy was saying. Shit, y'all got a little emotional.
Bro, you ain't gotta tell me what Buddy said. I can interpret what Buddy said. Damn, you gonna say it twice? You was hype man now?
Wait,
I'm a Flavor. What's going on, baby?
Mike, stop acting like that. You get mad.
We ain't get emotional. We ain't get emotional. It's just I'm tired of ignorant people calling in. Like, you got to know how to articulate yourself. Like Ron said, like, look, Wilder has an issue articulating himself, right? Like, that's not our fault, though. He still get clowned in here by UK callers, right? So it's no different than people calling him talking about fuck the zone when they really trying to say fuck Eddie. And it ain't Jesse Vargas' fault or Thomas DeLorme or Big Baby, who I fuck with. He an undefeated heavyweight who I would love to see fight Wilder or love to see fight Anthony Joshua. So
people watch Spence and Ocampo. Like, come on, let's be real. People watch that shit, you know? Like, there's mismatches every fucking where. Like, let's get over it.
It's not like one-sided, just one network putting out mismatches. Get the fuck out.
And Showtime ain't free either. You pay for Showtime too. That shit has a subscription. Every damn thing that has.
Eddie's card is stacked, man, and I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna tune in.
That shit ain't stacked now. I ain't gonna.
Man, that shit stacked. I'm gonna watch.
Do a fight check.
I'm gonna watch all four of them prospects, whether it's live or on fucking playback. I'm gonna watch my dudes from Brooklyn, all of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm a rep all my American prospects came out, even though they're not even from America. Rashad Mahdi is from he's Albanian, you know. White Chocolate, who the fuck knows what he is? His name Alababibi or some shit, you know.
Definitely should do a Big Baby fight check.
Man, hey Mike, smack yourself, bro.
I'm just saying, Big Baby, he's a name.
Yeah, you want to yo, Mike will make a nigga work for reil. He said Big Baby, Thomas Adamic fight chat. Damn.
That's a name. You got the Polish people. The Polish people might tune in. You never know.
I'm glad you got the zone. Imagine you was the type that wouldn't pay for the zone, but you want to watch and fight chat on Big Baby versus Adam.
If I'm gonna fucking do a fight check, it's gotta be fucking clean.
Look, there's just too many people that are fans of an individual, and they come in and just say, "Look, I'm an Anthony Joshua fan. I'm a Wilder fan, so I'm gonna speak from my emotions from that standpoint." Just say it. Like, I'm not a man fan. I don't care about any of these dudes emotionally. You won't see me give a fuck.
Ron, history repeats itself, and you're a history buff. Like, we've seen this before. It used to be fuck HBO and fuck Showtime because Manny
Pacquiao, like,
because they were different networks. It was always the same thing, merry-go-round. Let's get to these callers. Black Caesar, talk to me.
Yo, what's good, man? What's good up in there, man?
What up?
What up, Mike? Yo,
I'm good with the hoodie.
Man, Fury can talk. That's what's up. That's what's up, boss. Look, Fury talks his shit, man. So yeah, he definitely won. I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and say it was 2-1 or 3-0 or whatever, but I would just say at the end of the day, Fury won. So, but that doesn't matter, you know, because it's about what happens in the ring, you know. And I feel like it doesn't matter what type of fighter it is. I know everybody gives Fury props for being a cerebral fighter, a slick fighter, a smart fighter, but that shit really, I think they downplay Wilder's smarts and Wilder's boxing instincts. Whether it's a guy who moves around a lot like Spilka or Big Jar Washington, or, you know, a guy slick like Luis Ortiz, regardless of who he's fighting, he ends up like he figures them out and then he lines them up and then he knocks him the fuck out. Different styles, it doesn't really matter. I feel like he's a smart guy. He's a methodical fighter. He's very patient, and he ends up, he's a smart fighter. He picks up on his opponent's movements and he figures them out. He lines them up, and he knocks them out. And it is what it is. And there's nothing that's gonna change my mind on that. Nothing that Fury can say. Now, and one more thing before I get off, man, I wanted to talk about. I don't know if y'all read there's a boxing scene article that I just read a few minutes ago. It's about Bud Crawford, and it's about his management team and everybody. They were calling out Errol Spence once again. Not only Errol Spence, they're saying after this fight, like they've already talked to the president of Top Rank, Tyler Buff, and they're trying to push and force him into making a fight, making unification fights. So fights with either Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, or Errol Spence, and that's what they want. And I feel like that's a good thing. But I look in the comment section, the people are already downplaying that, which leads me to believe that I don't really think these guys want to see certain fights. I think they just want to see their fighter that they like on top, even if it means that he doesn't have to fight the top tier fighters to get there. I think the belt should never be more important than the actual fight, because the question is, who did you beat to get that belt? Was that person undefeated? Was he, was he coming off a major win? Is he a good fighter? Shit like that, man, is much more than just getting a strap. Charles Martin stumbled into a strap. Anyone could get a belt. Perfect. Dog, his son even sounded a dog ass one time. It don't really matter. So I just want to see. I just want to figure out. What do you think about that? And that's Mike and whoever else. And what do
Man,
y'all
I
think
think
about
I smell a
the fact
Crawford
that,
fan when I smell one. And I went and Googled your little article, and I'm gonna read it to the class.
That's not my article.
No,
I
it's
didn't write
it's
it,
the
homie. I
one.
didn't write it,
It's the
homie.
one you chose to bring up. It's the one you used.
That's why I ain't bring it up, bro. Right there. For
Mike,
that
why
reason,
don't you
right? I was on the call.
Bring it up because it's
I was on the
loopholes all
call.
in this shit. It's loopholes all in this shit.
Exactly.
Man, like, yo, stop acting like they want sauce, man.
Bro, hold on. It's the motherfucking fucking management talking like that, bro. Bud passed everything to him. I was just like, okay,
stop saying
okay.
Bud.
I know. I wasn't a fan of that, bro. I feel you.
No,
Mike,
Mike, you're right. I have to stop saying that. It's unfair.
Yeah,
I can't say that if Bud wants sauce, he shouldn't have re-signed. I can't say that, because what this article is trying, the perception is trying to put out there is exactly what Bud should do. He's with a big conglomerate, and he needs to demand his fight. He doesn't need to be signed to anybody but who he signed to. I am making a mistake by saying anything other than that. He is a big enough fighter under a big enough company to tell them, get me the fight. So I'll read these quotes, but there's just way too many loopholes in these whack-ass quotes, all right? And this is from Brian McIntyre.
Yeah, Brian, yeah. We're going to put the pressure on the...
Go after the champions, man. There's no reason to be fighting the number 6 dude or the number 7 dude. Terrence wants to be the best, and he wants the best fighters out there at 147. So I'm glad top-ranked president Todd DeBuff is on this call, because we'll put the heat on him. I'm going to just pause right there. By saying that, you already know you can't get that fight. So now you coming out in public so that the media can hear that you can't get the fight, that you're disgruntled, and you want the CEO of the company, who obviously doesn't want to give you those fights, to have some sort of heat from the media, so that the follow-up questions after you finish this statement is like, oh, well, Todd, are you going to do what their fighter wants? Are you going to get him the Errol Spence fight? Are you going to get him the Sean Porter fight?
Well,
That's what I am reading. That's what I am reading, but I will continue to read. It's okay. Class is in session.
I had some shit for Brian ass, boy. As soon as he said that shit, I was like, bro, I was gonna say, like, bro, why didn't you fucking like put the pressure on right then and there? You ain't gotta pass over to him. If you want the motherfucking fight and you his management, handle that shit. Let them fuckers know right there on the call. Don't pass it over to fucking Todd DeBuff. Say that shit yourself. Bud, chime in. Let people, huh?
No, I thought that was the pause. Go ahead.
I'll say, like, Bud, chime in and let motherfuckers know that you want these motherfucking fighters over there. Quit passing shit off. I don't like that, bro.
And I further quote, he's the one who makes the fights happen. Check this out, guys. He could go to ESPN and make those fights happen. Terrence wants the fights to happen. Let's go. The only fights out there is the other champions. So look, man, I'm not even going to get into any more of that. I mean, that's right there, self-explanatory. I'm gonna applaud him though, because this is what you do when you go the other route and you try to get it done internally. Then you got to let the cat out the bag so that people can start calling Bob like, yo, what's going on? Why you not doing this and that? You know what I'm saying? Let's get out to Brandon, North Carolina. Talk to me.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
I want to go ahead and commend you guys about the zone thing, man. You guys are stand up. I know y'all are Wilder fans, but y'all speak boxing, and that's why I've been following you guys for a while now. Because it's all about the boxers. These guys, you got people like Charlo and Gervonta Davis and all them that's not even fighting for one time a year, and the zone is at least trying to give these guys a chance to fight, you know, at least 2 or 3 times a year. So, you know, you can't down it just because you don't like Eddie Hearn. If you read up about Bob Arum and Don King and see what they did to all these other fighters, you wouldn't like them either. But you know, you overlook what the other promoters done in the history, but you want to get mad at Eddie Hearn because he's a new kid on the block that just talks a lot of junk. I mean, don't do that. I mean, that's just that's hurting the sport of boxing. You know, everybody needs a shot, and these guys are putting their life on the line every night to fight. And you're going to just say, oh, well, I'm not going to go to the zone because I don't like Eddie Hearn. That's absurd. You shouldn't do that. But I think Big Baby, for as far as the card, I like the card. I like the way everything's set up. It's not really strong, but I like Big Baby, and I think it will be a good narrative for him and Deontay to fight somehow, some way. But I don't know where he could go because you're not going to do the deal with Eddie Hearn. I don't know where he could go to actually fight.
Well, Big Baby
Deontay
only has one
Yes,
more
I know
fight left. He only got one more fight left on the zone.
Who he signs with then?
He only got one more
Showtime?
fight left on the zone. He did a 2-fight deal with the
That's
zone.
what I'm saying. So then who? Yeah, then who does he go to after that?
Well,
then? Does he go to Showtime,
after that, he go to whoever offers him the best deal. Like the thing is, Eddie got that AJ carrot, right? So he might never leave expecting to get that AJ carrot. Or he could leave and say, oh shit, Deontay just beat Fury on pay-per-view. They did, hypothetically, I don't know, 500,000 pay-per-views. And Showtime Espinoza calls him and is like, yo, we need a Deontay Wilder opponent. You want this sauce? You want to make this money? You want to be on pay-per-view? You want your shot at a heavyweight title?
But they're gonna skip over Brazil though. You got to fight Brazil next.
Yeah, he could fight Brazil, but listen, do you think Deontay is gonna lose to Brazil? They need opponents for Deontay, bro. Imagine Deontay goes and does well on pay-per-view. They need opponents. They need opponents not named Joshua.
Yeah, him and Big Baby will big sell because Big Baby talks just as much junk as Tyson Fury, and he's an American native. He's Brooklyn. They can do it in Brooklyn or whatever. Yeah, that would be a good fight. I think a lot of people will pay for that on pay-per-view.
They sure would.
But I appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you, Brad.
Hey man, real quick, man. I do have to say that
Talk to you tomorrow.
real quick, man. I do have to say that in my opinion, Eddie Hearn has been a blessing to the sport of boxing. As a promoter, I mean, he does stuff for his fighter. He try to put his fighters out there, and he's controversial. He says a lot of shit. He talks a lot of shit. He's funny. He's charismatic, and he knows how to fucking promote. And he knows how to talk, and more importantly, shit, he does what's in the best interest for his fighters too. And he's putting his feet to the pavement over here in the U.S. Fucking Boston, fucking New York, motherfucking Chicago, Danny Jacobs, and Andre Big Baby Miller. He taking all these names.
Some would argue and say that he's stretching himself thin, but I got a movie to see. But remember,
Okay.
Jacobs got what, 6,000? Now here goes Vargas, 6,000.
But okay, the viewership. What about the bag they're getting?
Raising the profile. Yo, you see, there you go. He comes over here from another country talking about all our promoters, how they're doing it wrong, and they're not raising the profile, none of their fighters. Meanwhile, you're being sucked into just the
But when a company always
American fighters are getting paid very good over here.
When a company enters a new territory, it takes time for them to build up
expected
certain
to
momentum.
first 2
It's
years.
expected. You know this, Ness. Come on, bro.
Pass,
Come
huh?
on, man.
Let's give him a pass.
I'm not giving him a pass. I'm saying he's doing.
Man,
When the last time we had boxing in motherfucking Chicago?
Last
time we had boxing in fucking Boston.
Let him talk shit about our. First of all, Eddie is a fucking con artist, okay? Let's just be
And
real.
that's why he's good for the sport.
I'm
He's controversial. We're having an argument about him right now.
Con artist, listen, I had an interview, you know, and him and his friends tried to ridicule me and say that I was making things up about fighters getting last-minute contracts. Meanwhile, Big Baby's posting that on his Instagram. So who's getting the last laugh? Like, you can only lie, but so long the truth always comes out. And now all of a sudden, this is a fighter under his promotion saying, hey, y'all, do you think it's fair that a fighter receive his contract 7 days before the fight? So what's up, Eddie? I thought Al was the only one doing crazy shit because that's how my interview started, right? And he's like, oh, that's the type of business Al does. We won't do that. And all of a sudden, DAZN is doing that. So let's stop with this. Eddie's better than him and better. They all fucking promoters.
I'm not saying he's good at I am saying that, like, from a fucking fan perspective, he's fucking more interactive with the fans than all the other promoters fucking combined. Maybe Oscar De La Hoya. Maybe Oscar.
I don't care about the promoters. Fuck the promoters. I want fights, man. I care about the fighters. I want to see.
But do you not watch almost every Eddie Hearn video?
Bottom line,
I watch every.
Bottom line is, Mike.
But I have to, because of here. I have to try to watch as much because we have to talk about it. If it wasn't my thing, I wouldn't care.
So if you didn't watch boxing, I mean, if you only watch boxing from a fan perspective and you're on YouTube, you wouldn't watch Eddie Hearn videos?
Not really, because ever since Top Rank, Bob Arum, Don King, all that shit, Oscar, I didn't care because I knew the business.
I'm new
I didn't
to it.
care
Maybe
about
it's new
that
for me.
damn business. I just wanted the fights, and I knew it's politics. We all know it's politics.
I
So
like
fuck all the promoters.
I like
fuck all that
theater,
shit. Look,
man.
listen
I'm a
to
theater
me.
person.
I was talking
like
to Richard
storylines.
Schaefer. I was talking to Richard Schaefer. Listen, and he said that Joey Joyce was the best heavyweight on the planet. And then he smiled and he says, well, you already know why I said that. Just saying it like, I'm a fucking promoter. Like, that's what I do. He kind of just said, you already know I'm going to say Joey Joyce is the best. He looked at me and said that shit. Like,
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the way he expresses himself, bro. I mean, every promoter gonna say their fighters are the best. I'm saying the way he projects himself on the camera, the way he's a salesman, the way he's charismatic.
You're bought. He bought you.
Exactly, bro. And some of your best videos are with who? It's not only me. It's not only me.
No, some of my best videos are with Deontay Wilder.
I'm saying, okay, Ness. Okay, you're right. Never mind.
I'm just keeping it real.
Okay, but and some of your other ones are with who?
Listen,
you don't want to say it.
Eddie does not have the accolades of Bob Arum.
Eddie just started doing this shit, bro. Give him time.
Promoted Muhammad Ali. Eddie has not promoted Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying you're giving him way too much credit. And another thing is DAZN is not ESPN, man.
I'm not saying I ain't say shit about DAZN. I ain't say shit about DAZN.
No. I'm letting you know overall, okay? Comparing him to Oscar, a promoter, comparing him to Bob Arum, a promoter. He can't hold a candle to them, bro.
Bro, what I'm saying is in the day and age we live in.
Get a ring. He ain't fight Mayweather. He ain't lose to Bernard. He ain't fight.
Cool.
That's
cool.
Chavez. He ain't winning.
But in the day and age that we live in, social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, far as promoter wise, there's another other more visible, more charismatic, more controversial promoter than Eddie Hearn right now.
Mike, if that's true,
and it's entertainment.
If that's true, why does he have the startup application and Bob Arum is the one with the conglomerate?
Bro, DAZN is a new thing. Will you turn down $1 billion? Nigga, what you turn? No, fuck that. Would you turn down $1 billion? No, fuck that, Ness. Hold on, Ness. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question, Ness? Can I ask you a question?
$1 billion over ESPN.
Let me ask you a question right quick, Ness.
I'll take ESPN.
Let me ask you a question.
Household name, bro. You're losing.
So you'll take 200 million over $1 billion.
No, let me tell you. Let me tell you another person that took short money over big money. Remember Floyd went all the way to Rio? No, Floyd went all the way to Rio looking for who? Shakur Stevenson. Guess where he signed at? For less money.
Okay.
Because sometimes you got to go with what's proven. ESPN is fucking proven.
But DAZN is proven overseas. It's not proven in the U.S. right quite yet. But it takes time when you're entering a new market. And you said it yourself, baby. You don't leave money on the fucking table like that. Come on,
you already see how everyone's reacting to the zone. Even though we're talking about how we want to watch boxing and respect the fact there's more boxing, look how everyone's responding to the zone. They don't like the zone.
Man, my nigga Ness got a movie to catch.
No. Keep it going. We almost there, but I'm just going to see ESPN.com right now. I'm trying to get on their boxing.
Look, Disney owns ESPN. Come on, bro. Like
I said it many times, baby. Yeah. I'm not comparing the fucking networks. I'm comparing the promoters far as entertainment for the fans.
Look at this.
Damn.
First.
Thank you, motherfucker. Somebody said I got a point. Damn.
Listen. First thing on ESPN.com is what's next for the WBC champions, and obviously they're talking about the mandates from everything in the WBC, right? Then it's Watch Golden Boy live. Then it's Negrete versus Franco. Then it's Wilder Fury. Then Boxing Beat. On Boxing Beat, they were talking about Jesse Vargas and Jose Benavidez. But I still have yet to see anything on Big Baby or the DAZN card in general. That is the difference between signing to DAZN and ESPN, okay?
I wasn't saying that, bro.
You saying anything? I'm letting the listeners know. Listen, we got a couple of calls we got to hurry up and get to because
Let's go.
Rafi, go.
Yes. Congrats for putting in the work, you guys. Yeah. Thanks to Info Joe yesterday for the kind words. As far as the press conference goes, I'm not even going to talk about that because Fury was just too lyrically smart for Wilder, so we can sweep past that. You say you want some questions for Wilder. Okay. One, since Wilder is only going to fight people who has fought and beat Ortiz, is he concerned about running out of opponents? Two, if he becomes unified champ, will he start fighting his mandatories? Three, when will he be fighting his current mandatory, Dominic Breezer? Four, is there a rematch clause for Fury if Wilder, wins in their fight? That's my call.
Rafi, got you, baby. Compa, Los Angeles, talk to me.
What's up, Boxing Voice?
What's going on?
Hey, yeah, man, just right here on the road. Hey, but yeah, I downloaded the DAZN app, man, and I watched the AJ Povetkin fight, and the stream was working good, man. But some parts it'll be like cutting off and buffering, so I can see why people are complaining about the DAZN. And then too, come on, man, Eddie's over here, fucking playing games and shit with the Wilder and Joshua fight. I think that's why a lot of people don't fuck with that DAZN shit. And then too, why do you think the UK fans always boo his ass, when they say his name over there? Because he puts up shit fights. Or what? Come on, he wants to come to the US and put up mediocre fights? Come on, man. And I don't think it's the same, man, when PBC first started, because they had all the, the best stable, or, they had a good stable when they first started. So, it was just haters talking shit. And another thing, man, what do you think?
I think you need to go ahead and get your call because I got a roll, baby. So let me know what you're doing.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, that's about it, man. Good looking out, boxing boys.
Compa,
Go
hit-
Lakers, Dodgers.
Yes, sir. Only thing I gotta say is
Compa, because we definitely gave you our thoughts on everything you touched on. Go ahead, Mike.
all I gotta say is Rome was not built in a day.
Hell
Next
no,
caller.
it wasn't, bro. And that's the same
Wasn't
reason.
built in a day either. Everything was.
Go ahead, Ron. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say PBC wasn't built in a day, and people were hating on that shit. I remember people were hating on it.
Hard.
Okay,
that's the same reason that I'm being equally as nice to DAZN, because I was just as lenient with PBC. I gave them their opportunity. Legendary Boxer, go.
Hey, you can't be comparing how PBC started to DAZN. Do you guys even remember the first few events of PBC? People said that was shitty events. They did.
No
like
one is
Thurman Guerrero,
comparing.
Broner
No one is
Porter.
comparing.
No,
Don't
but
waste your
let me
call.
finish. Let me finish.
Don't
Let me
waste
finish.
your call. Don't waste
We
it.
didn't compare. We said they both started.
Vargas versus Delorme is like a total bum bash. Who wants to watch Vargas Delorme or Adamic versus fucking Miller? PBC never had cards like that to start off their fucking time buys. And before you interrupt me, Mike, there's nothing on that card that anybody wants to watch. And even Steve Kim said that Chicago card is about to flop. The tickets aren't moving.
Here's what Steve Kim says. Steve Kim says a lot of dumb stuff. He's dumb.
No, I'm talking about.
Well, I
ticket
wouldn't
sales.
say
He knows
he's
the ticket
dumb,
sellers,
but
it's gonna flop.
I'm just saying, like,
definitely, look.
No, but also he made excuses for why the card will flop. He said, "Oh, it's probably because there's so many playoff games going on." He was giving Eddie passes. He didn't even mention
Steve has
the main
agendas.
event is fucking garbage. I know, bro, but he hates PBC more than anything. Listen to me. PBC got this big deal because they've done these huge ratings on national TV. DAZN's doing horrible fucking numbers. Amir Khan's fight, I was watching it live.
I swear to God, I hope L cutting you a fucking chick.
Hey, Mike, can I speak? Jesus Christ. Amir Khan's fight had 5,000 viewers live, and it was a free fight on Facebook. What do you think fucking the numbers are on DAZN where people have to pay? If people are watching 5,000 live for free, and look at their YouTube channel, their fucking channel's dead. The numbers are horrible. They have like 20 views, 30 views on all the fucking videos and shit.
Yo,
It's
why do you hate them so much?
It's not hate, it's numbers, it's facts. Mike is talking all these lazy ass talking points, but I'm giving you facts. I'm not giving you lazy talk.
Mike didn't say shit about DAZN. Mike said something about Eddie Hearn being a promoter. Y'all brought in DAZN.
Yeah, he's not the worst promoter, but he's fucking some of the worst fights are put on in this world are by Mike, Eddie Hearn, and fucking Matchroom.
You love Eddie.
Like he ain't seen a fucking top rank card. Come on.
Eddie. He loves Eddie. Every single
Hey,
call
last
is about
point, Ness,
Eddie.
Last point. The kind of fights that Eddie puts in UK on a weekly basis, if he put those in America, you guys would like fucking stop watching boxing. That's how bad his next gen shows are over there.
You
he
love
has, like,
Eddie.
fucking club fighters fighting.
You love Eddie.
His
That's
shows
why you
sell, like,
talk
2,000
about him
tickets on a
every
weekly
day.
basis. He does horrible shows. Horrible
Every
shows.
day.
Also, Vanessa, some MMA reporter found this lawsuit that UFC is going through. They found some, confidential emails. The UFC people were talking about PBC and Heyman. They did some Nielsen rating research. They said that 10 to 20% of their UFC audience was crossing over to NBC and Fox shows that PBC did. So that's some good news, and you can check that out on. I'll send it to you later, but it's some MMA guy tweeted it out.
Yeah, I'm
10 to
so
20%
shocked. I'm
MMA
so
audience.
shocked that you have pro PBC news to send us.
This guy's motherfucking.
I bring numbers, bro. I bring numbers. Either they're good or bad.
You're Heyman's long lost son.
Well, everything has.
Versus Sulecki, Jacob Sulecki, and Jacob's Arias also flopped 6,000 each.
You're trying to get on Heyman's good side.
Chick coming. You got a fat
Look,
chick coming. That motherfucker right
I
there,
don't
boy. He
care
got
about
pom
Eddie,
poms.
and
He got a poster at home. He got his car wrapped in PBC. He got PBC under his motherfucking sole of the fucking shoe.
Look, we gonna catch him watching a fight on another network. You're not allowed to watch any other fights on any other network. Only just PBC events. Only
Those hardcore haters like that, they got every single DAZN, ESPN app, Showtime, anytime. They got it all because they want to see everything so they can hate on it and criticize and critique. That's what they do.
He got an MPGA hat or whatever that shit called. Made PBC great again.
Look, I just don't even get it. And like, I did get emotional when I yelled out Steve Kim's dumb, which he said some dumb things. That's why I said that. But let's just stop it, guys. Like, it's just boxing.
Listen,
Like
you're entitled to your opinion. Steve Kim is very opinionated, right? Very critical.
Look, I'm not gonna go bash someone so bad about their subjective opinion. But then, like I said, but at the end of the day, look, this is what I'm just trying to say. I don't get it. It's boxing.
Oh fuck.
It's boxing. Look, I'll do my final thoughts because I know next guy go. Look,
No, don't do the final thoughts. We got another caller. Scope.
okay, well, go ahead, dude.
Yo, what's good, Ness?
What up?
Shit, man, you know what it is, man. As far as that DAZN shit goes, I downloaded it to watch the AJ shit. It was buffering a little bit. It was a cool thing. I think the bigger thing of whether or not it's going to be successful is the cards. You know, when I got on there after the AJ fight, I looked at what was coming up. I ain't see nothing that really made me retain the app for the next month or two. And as far as the fights go, yeah, the fights this weekend they're trash. They're all showcase fights. But I feel like in the UK, Eddie Hearn does a better job, kind of contrary to what the legendary boxer says. I feel like in the UK they have more parity between the two fighters. So yeah, it may be two B-level or Euro fighters, but they're going to be on the same level. So it makes for a solid fight. Whereas these fights here are all kind of showcases. So I feel like Eddie's kind of going away from the grain, at least as far as what I know. And shit, that's really about it, man. He's a promoter. It is what it is.
Sco, thanks for calling in, bro. 623, you're up. Damn, it's definitely drive-by, man. Y'all killing me.
Hey, what up?
Who's this?
What up, TBV? This is Jay.
Jay, what up?
Hello?
What up?
Yeah, hold up. Let me hit the like button. I forgot. Hold up. All right. Yeah.
Perfect.
Eddie Hearn, he's a snake. Eddie Hearn is a damn snake. You right, Ness. Remember he was inflating numbers, playing games with and buying up all them tickets. Then he wanted to use the numbers as leverage to not fight the biggest, name in the game. Man, he's robbing the fans. So if you like him, you like looking at his face. Hey, that's you. I watch boxing for boxing. Not the promoter. So that's my call.
All right. Well, thank you for ending the show with a shot at Mike. He deserves it. He's
I ain't worried about that shot, man.
That was all you. You watch boxing.
The numbers,
bro.
the numbers so different. Views on every channel that he's on. So hey, people are watching. The same callers calling and shitting on Eddie. The same motherfuckers clicking that motherfucking button like my nigga Deontay Wilder say. If you can't make it, click the motherfucking button. And they can't make it.
If AJ left Eddie, would Eddie get all the views? If AJ left and went over to Showtime, fought Wilder over there, and after all that went away, would Eddie continue to get the astronomical views?
AJ ain't going nowhere, man. Eddie brought AJ a partnership deal, man. With his PS5, people calling AJ the partner of that DAZN might be right. And like Mike said, man, Ness said you don't walk away from money. I am Ness GTO. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NessGTO.
I am MG. Follow me on IG at Grouse1911 or on Twitter at Grouse2312. I gave y'all enough thoughts for the day.
And I'm Ron G, Fight IQ Media, Twitter and Instagram. And look, I watch all the boxing. I've been on Bounce TV. I hit that to watch the fights. I've been on DAZN, Fight Pass. I've been on everything. Look, I had to buy Fight Pass to watch Roy Jones' last fight. I don't care. You guys could be fans of everything. I watched everything. You don't have to watch everything or pay for everything, but you will look for that stream if it's a fight. Just be happy there's fights, man. Like, just okay, you don't want to buy it. Just watch it. Be excited there's more fights. You go to a restaurant or you go to a mall and there's only 2 restaurants, you can be like, what the fuck is this? But you go somewhere and there's like 100 restaurants, you're not gonna eat all of them. Just be happy that there's there's a lot of restaurants here. I can come back later and watch more. That's all I'm saying. Just be happy there's more boxing.
Future, present, past, hit that thumbs up button, helps with the visibility of the show. And the greatest way to help this podcast grow is to drop us
legendary boxer boy. You kind of smart.
5-star review on iTunes. Thank you, and see you on Sunday because it's Crow Day, which will be serving Mike plenty of that as Beterbiev beats the shit out of Callum Johnson.
And you guys are gonna be like, hey Mike, man,